God damn, looks like a quarter pounder, man. Led Zeppelin.
Hey, be careful with that shit, man.
Is it heavy stuff, man? Will it blow me away?
Better put your seatbelt on, man. I'll tell you that much.
Shit, I've been smoking since I was born, man. I could smoke it.
Oh, you've been smoking? I've been smoking.
I've been
Since I was
smoking.
born. Not since I was born, but it seems like just yesterday I was smoking.
Since I woke up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Actually, this morning. That's a good time to smoke.
So this one is Muddy Cream Soda.
What are y'all smoking on?
Yeah, what does everyone else got rolling?
We got E's and B's hooked us up.
Yep, my E's and B's ones are inside. I got the OG original one on. I figured we got the car back out this weekend, so I'd just rock the old LL bucket on.
LL.
Yep, we back home. We got back home last night at what?
11:30.
11:30 at night. Truck was making some funny noises, but we think it might be the hitch because when we unhooked the trailer and I drove it today, it didn't make the same noise.
You still got that trailer that weighs like 29,000 pounds, right?
Yeah. I don't think we should have a new one. You know what I mean? Like, I would be so upset after the first War in the Woods when it was packed with 60 people like it is. And I'll tell you what, that trailer may be heavy, but it supported 60 people jumping up and down and screaming during high cards. So,
Especially, I don't know, man. When Alan walked in there, he was in there probably about a minute, and he walked out with like, what was it, $1,200?
Yeah, it was a lot of money. A lot.
He walked in, turned around, and walked out, and $1,200 in his pocket.
It's crazy. I think most of it was Gary Lindsay's too. Well,
yeah, he
Al
said he wasn't allowed to play
Pablo. But yeah, today we have
we're down
Cody
there.
Myers and Ryan McCoy. Both are some like grassroots, down to earth, like work their ass off type of racers. I'll have to ask them. I'll get this wrong, but there's like a Dayton Mafia or something YouTube page they have, and if you watch it at all, they're grinding on the streets every single weekend. So
It's my people,
Ryan and Cody and me were both in a race Sunday. What was that? Kill Care. Did they have a name for that, or was it just no prep at Kill Care? Or?
It was called Dig or Die canceled, so we're gonna do some shit.
Yeah. And we had like a super bare surface, real close to like Cincinnati when Dirty 30's car had that horrible day, and really close to the first time at Kentucky Cash Days. So I'll probably start off by saying we only had one wreck, and it wasn't even that bad. Kevin Fields got a little loose going for it because he's like the rest of us and don't like to lose, and ended up tucking like the corner of the truck a little bit into the barrier, but I don't think it was that bad. He drove it out of there, and Kevin will have that thing back going in no time.
That service did look pretty sketch, but
it was super sketch. So one bonus for at least me in it was I've seen this twice. I think the two guys down here probably, if you ever saw something like that, or
Edgewater.
You were at Cincy, Cody.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know, like, and Cincy was probably a little worse because it had no grit to it at all. Like it was full polished, but and the Cincy deal was a bummer because they should have started, even though, which I ended up feeling bad because I didn't know about that. But me and Mork rented the track, and a bunch of us tested at Cincy on Friday night, if you remember, and everyone like protested, and that's why we moved it down to the half track or whatever. And I honestly think if we would have left it, we would have been better off. But I also understood everyone being pissed off because I was under the assumption that it was like a test and tune for everybody. I didn't know it was like a private deal until I got there. And then I was like, but it was the first time I met Jeff Thomas. So that was awesome. But yeah, it was a surface very similar to that. It was rough. I'm going to start off by warning Cody and Ryan that me and Limpy are always super high. So sometimes we start rambling on. So just
Hey,
butt in and be
Ryan,
like,
can we
hey,
get
we
your
weren't
deal
talking
again?
about that. We were talking about this.
Huh?
But,
Yeah, Ryan's got it. He's he's already prepared, man.
yeah, see, Ryan's ready. Like Ryan gets it. So we went and raced there. It was a great race. Ryan ended up winning that race. Damn, man, that is hardcore.
Hey,
Dude.
you better relax, man, before you violate them lungs, bro.
He's
Good
over.
God, that was dope. All right. I like it. I tried to tell everyone this was going to be a good one.
Oh, fuck, it's on fire.
So Ryan ended up winning. I'm pretty
He's
sure
got
Cody
the,
went down to like 3 rounds or 4
Yeah,
rounds.
we went 3.
And we ended up in the final with Ryan. It turned out to be a pretty cool event.
Is this true right here? Is this true?
Well,
Is what?
you know how nice I am, Limpy, and how I always try to.
Or was it something you thought you had that you needed to get the hit?
I figured you guys were picking on Trevor so hard, and I love Trevor, and I send a ton of people to Trevor. So here's a shameless plug. TC Tuned does amazing work. So if you need some tunes or remote tunes, TC Tuned. I felt bad for him, so I thought maybe I'd take that off his plate.
Or was you just a little nervous that you needed that little extra?
Dude, I'm going to state that we're sitting in the staging lanes. We come creeping up with a push cart because, as these guys will tell you, they were turning it around. Like, I think we were like 15 minutes in between rounds. So for my pro mod having ass that don't have a trans cooler, that has no water in the block, we're like cramming fans in here. Luckily it was cold, so it was like working. So we didn't have any overheat problems, but we pushed this car up there with a golf cart, and I pull up next to Ryan and he's yelling through my fiberglass door and Lexan window with his power window rolled down, asking me if he has to turn the radio on before the run in his street car. So yeah, I was feeling pretty nervous. Like, I cannot let this guy beat me. And no, we had some problems in the car. I thought it was the fuel pump cable, and we've got it on the hoist behind me, as you can see. And now I think the fuel filter got clogged, and it didn't affect any of my runs. I want to state that to start. But like Trevor or like Ryan saw, it wouldn't start at the end of the last pass. I mean, it made the full pass, no issues. And I shut it off because I figured I was probably pretty hot and it wouldn't restart. So I don't know. And when I got it home, it wouldn't restart either. So I took the cable apart. The cable wasn't broke. And after that, I think the fuel filter was clogged. So because it was like running funny. Ryan, this was really funny. I don't know. Did you watch the video? There's a video on Saturn Racing. So another shameless plug for Adam Calhoun. He had a really good live from there and also made like a video that was pretty good. And when I pull up to the line, me and Ryan in the finals, because I was having this problem, I was like cleaning my car out like a nitrous car. I would pull up because I knew it had something to do with fuel. And it seemed like the round before when I cleaned it out, it did better. So I was like, all right. And I revved it. And in the video, as soon as I do it, you can hear Ryan, whoa, 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 like rev his out. And I don't think he did that the whole time in the event. And I thought it was so funny in the video. I was like, damn, he was already like taunting me. But
and he got in your head. That's all it counts.
It didn't want to go on the chip. And I started looking at the dash and was like in panic mode because I had already, because as Ryan probably saw, I don't bump in. Even though I'm a turbo car, my shit builds boost so fast. I just roll in like a nitrous car and go up on the chip. Well, when I rolled in, it didn't go on the chip. It like just sat at 15 or 1800 RPMs. And like, I went into panic and was like, no, not now. Why would you do, and I'm staring at the dash. And then it went up. all of a sudden it kicked on and went up on the chip, and I was still kind of staring at it like wondering what's going on. And I thought, shit, the tree, you know, like I'm in a race. And as I started to look up, I just saw yellow. So I was like, go. And then I was like, looked forward and saw his light on the scoreboard and was like, oh. So then I was pissed and just like grabbed scramble and just ran it out. And it actually made like a really good pass there, but I don't know. I fucked that up. But either way, we don't need to talk about the idiot in second place. Let's talk to the winner of the race that kicked ass all day and has been working his ass off. It was fucking awesome to see him win. Him and Cody and their whole crew are super great people. If you ever run into them in the pits, they're like more a family oriented. They had a whole family there, and it was awesome because I have 4 kids and stuff. So that was pretty cool to see. Let's let him talk about it. Like, how'd your day go?
It went great when I had you so shaken up. You double bobbed and took off.
I didn't double bob. I waited till your other bulb lit.
Oh man,
I should have double bobbed you. I would have been better off.
I was like, where the heck's he going? I know he can't go get ice cream in that thing.
oh,
No, it was good.
Yeah,
first round was I almost went home after first round. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, whoa, that's a little not good.
Yeah, it was sketchy.
Yeah, there's about an 80% chance we are all gonna crash.
Yeah, I thought so too, man. And that's a huge shout out to all the racers that.
Oh yeah.
Who had a picture of
that?
that?
Not doing that.
Oh, wait, here it is. I don't know whose. Was it?
The pictures really don't do it justice, though.
Yeah,
I've seen was on it, man.
Yeah.
It was pretty.
I seen one picture from like I guess it was up high or whatever, and it looked you could tell it was sketchy.
From like
you
the
know.
330 out, man, you had to be really on top of your shit.
It's kind of like Wagner then Wagler, right? Jasper, I guess. A little sketchy up top.
Yeah, Wagler was such a different animal. Like, it was sketchy up top, like that kind of was. But, dude, Wagler, we were going really fast. So, like, when you got to that point, like, I don't know, we weren't going that fast. Like, I got lucky and made a really good first round hit. Like I said, for me, when we got there, honestly, we hadn't made a test pass or anything on the car because it's Michigan and it fucking wanted to snow and everything else. So, like, I couldn't even make a hit. So we got there, fuel leaked. We got that fixed. I already knew from Cincy and Kentucky Cash days, like, what was coming. So for me, it was better. And we're now, like I said, with the 2 cars, this one's actually set up to do backside and street now, not try to run with actual pro mods that have like 3,500 horsepower. But yeah, it was sketchy first round. We kind of got lucky and hit a really good tune. And my car's goes really straight. Like right now, however we got it working, it goes straight as an arrow, like, and it's not wanting to get all over the place. If you had a car that likes to step out, like these guys were saying, and you got to 330 feet, it wanted to step out. Like mine does too. I don't think I made one pass without it losing the tire up top. But, you know, doing this for a long time, I'm real good at pedaling the car. So I would ease out and ease back in and keep the run alive, like under power, but it stepped out every single round. And I almost bet every single racer there has the same exact answer. Like, honestly, maybe Aaron Falkenberger made an actual one of his rounds. He might've made a pass where he just went right down the track without doing what all of us did, which was move around a little bit on the big end. And Ryan made really consistent passes all day too. Like, honestly, out of everyone, I think the first round was rough for him, but after that, he knocked it out the park. Like,
my first round actually went the straightest.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And my last pass was the worst. My last pass.
Yeah,
was
that right
the worst.
lane. The right lane was worse too. I want to state that, and
Yeah,
we actually
left lane was definitely better.
won a fucking coin flip, which is crazy. We don't ever win those things, or a bye, which we got also in this race. So like we were on our luckiest day ever. I thought this was a slam dunk, and then reality comes with that hammer and is like, oh yeah, right. But yeah, we were lucky guest first round, and I went luckily, like Adam, is there, and I can kind of look at his videos that he was posting and shit. And I kind of rewatched first round and thought, yep. And Bill was telling me don't touch it. So like I left mine alone all the way till the final. And in the final, the 60, probably 100, 150 feet was really good. So like I attacked that 150 feet and then just planed it like almost to the end and figured I had scramble. But like I said, all this was pointless after 10 feet when I saw that I had red lit, but I still ran the run just in case I end up on these surfaces again, which I would have said never after Cincy, but then ended up there at Kentucky. And I would have said never after that and ended up there this weekend. So never say never.
Yeah.
I feel like you got to get out of your comfort zone sometimes, man, to keep getting better. You know what I mean? You got to challenge yourself. That place was challenging. It was pretty wild. I turned my car down all day long.
Yeah, it's weird in races like that where sometimes you turn down all the way to the end.
Yeah, which we didn't have very many passes on the car since we've had it back together. So it was, it was a crapshoot anyway. But we got better all day. Every hit we made, every round, the car got faster and we learned more. It was good.
Yeah, I had to tell some people today too, because they were like, oh man, that was like those guys' race. And I was like, dude, that's no one's race. Like, if you're wondering, I promise you that there's no street out there like that unless like you were racing down a road that a gravel pit was on and you're going by their entrance or something crazy. Like, I don't know how you would simulate that. So like,
I got a video.
Definitely wasn't that.
I guess of your behind you. So
yeah, down there at the end it gets real loose. Like the right lane was worse. The left lane was better. I heard you on Josh's show earlier say it was like what, 5/10 for you?
Yeah, it was like 4 to 5 tenths slower for me in the right. I was in the right.
For me, it was about 3
times.
Like, and that could all change. Like, if I could have sat there all day and like not had it gain any rubber, like I was the only person there or something, I don't know. It might have been half a second for me too. But in the couple runs that we got at it, my first impression was 3/10 for my car if I get the right compared to the left. Like, it was weird. So what do you guys know what they did? They sandblasted it or something? How did they strip that?
I think part of the starting line, like in the 60-foot area, actually got redone, and then the whole thing got like surfaced or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Grinded or something. It was pretty cool, like that you could bring something back to bear. But in the right lane, there was like a section that they didn't get it all, which I imagine was a big dip in the track that's now not there because the track seemed fairly smooth to me. And it still had rubber there a little bit, like not a lot, but a little. And that was like slicker. So like, that's why the right lane I felt like was a little worse. Plus the front half wasn't as good either because and you end up this way. Some people do big burnouts, some people don't. And depending how the burnouts go in each lane can affect a place like that that's never had it done before or had any burnouts on it. So I think that affected it too. So, but yeah, the right lane was definitely worse than the left.
Well, the first few index time runs that they did, they sent down in the left lane. So like the left lane already had something on it by the time we started.
Yeah, so it got a few passes.
Yeah.
Here's
Besides
a video of Ryan. Did I just upload the wrong? I think I.
What are you about to show us that's wrong? Like, don't.
No, I'm making sure that I
Oh,
Ain't no
uploaded.
shame in my game. Show it all, baby.
yeah, it
Okay,
wasn't a
just
Stephanie
saying.
video.
Well, it didn't
or
look.
That video wasn't supposed to get leaked. Who sent you that?
Your brother from another mother.
Oh,
That
so
looked like that almost looked like a mork bump. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to say there. It almost looked like a mork bump. I'm
it
kidding.
was bumping.
And you know what's funny? I noticed that too, but it never does that. And because I've never had the car turned down that much, and I don't like. I'm too dumb to like adjust my bump with that short of time frame
Yeah.
because I showed up about 5 minutes late. So I was
Yeah.
like, I was just glad it even worked.
Yeah.
So you guys are both Dayton area, or Cody is, and
I'm dating Ryan's Columbus.
Yeah, I'm from Columbus.
Oh, he lives over by
Josh.
We just
Joshua right down the
no
street.
no.
we collaborate heavy now, man. We do a lot of shit together, test a lot together, grudge and stuff together, man. We motivate each other, we push each other hard.
So yeah, give us a little rundown, like on, and either one of you can go first or second, but give us a rundown on like how you got into this, and we'll go from there.
Who's going first? You going first?
I'll go first. So
Rock, scissors, paper.
I mean, my dad and my like you mean racing in general?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like how'd you get into cars? What made you want to build this one? What made you want to get into no prep?
So my dad and my grandpa both have always been diehard Ford, and you know they've always raced. And my dad actually raced for a long time, and so cars have just always been in our family and stuff. And I raced stick shift class for a long time, nitrous stick shift car, and you know, just wasn't fast enough. You know, I seen you and all the other guys that we raced with this weekend just flying. I was like, I need to go fast. Like, at all the street races, I was like, I was never afraid to race, but I'm not gonna bring my 650 nitrous car, 670 nitrous car to a stick shift deal to these cash days and stuff. And so I was like, I need to be with them guys. So I bought, the car you seen yesterday, the Shell, and they both sat next to each other here in the garage, and I ended up wrecking the other car on the street by somebody running a stop sign. So
Damn.
yeah, at that point, it was all hands on deck on the other one, and now we're here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just trying to test and test and test and go faster and faster and faster.
I saw on the other one you made a comment where, like on your post, like I liked that where you kind of stated like you worked hard even though you don't have the money or the time or all the stuff that everyone else has. You referenced that you watch a lot of video or pay attention to a lot of like what people are saying or learning from other ways than just making actual hits.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you got to like I get a lot of hate from asking questions or like because I found that man, I struggled with this car for a long time. Like it's only been out for what is this, the second year? But the first year, man, I couldn't figure it out. Like I was struggling bad. And I ran across that drag racing suspensions page, and I'd kind of post videos in there, and people would get their opinions, and I would just kind of try everybody's different opinion and come up with my own thing. Some of them worked, some of them didn't.
Somebody said that as a joke.
And then after that, I kind of started, like, everything kind of started coming together as far as how things work and how the car's reacting. And, like, I didn't know shit about anti-squat and, this and that and all that stuff, like crank center line. I'm like, dude, I just need to floor it. Like, I'm just trying to floor it. I don't care about all these other numbers and all this other stuff. I just want it to hook and I want to floor it and go fast. And that's not as easy as it sounds.
Well, go fast these days is a whole different level of things than what it once used to be, too. You know what I mean? Like, to go fast now and hang with the crowd now, you got to do your own work. And if you're a guy that doesn't have a ton of money, you know what I mean, an average blue-collar dude, you got to be willing to work harder than the people around you, because that's the edge that you can get, you know what I mean? And that's from testing and trying stuff and learning stuff and reading and watching videos and every night doing whatever you got to do, just trying to find some type of an edge to, so that you can go take your shot at some of these guys that are more elite, which I think is what we both want. So.
Yeah, there's weeks I test 5 nights a week, even if it's just one pass, like on a different road, on a bare road, or I'll be like, I'll reach out and be like, hey, is there anybody in any town that has a decent road, that's decently fast? Like, let's try to get on different stuff at least, a couple times a week. Keep that, if I think I can go this fast, I'm gonna put that in it, and usually it sticks it. So the car's getting a lot more consistent now, and it's been pretty fast on an asphalt road. A lot faster than it went yesterday. I know that. What's funny though is we actually had a couple. Well, we didn't really know. Me and Jasper was going to do some street stuff, and I didn't really know what day or anything. And that Chase Brown guy, I don't really personally know him, but he reached out. We were going to do something on the street, and it didn't end up working out. So while I already hauled out to Cody's house, because that's where they were at and staying for the weekend or whatever. So me and Cody went out and found a road that was actually very similar to yesterday. And it was bad. Like, I was like, dude, I'm telling you, I can fly on the road. I'm like, well, I'm about to put something in this thing. Did not go. Like, I never did make a ADB pass. Like, holy crap. Like, the quick care ain't going to be this bad. And, buddy, it was about 40 times worse.
And nothing you can compare to it, huh?
No, it's not like I've ever been on before. No.
Yeah, and I want to state that too, that like that's cool. Also, these guys had no fear whatsoever. They were literally like in my DMs, like, "What are you doing? Are you down here? Let's get it on the street."
Hey,
I was
man,
like, "Hell yeah, dude! These guys like are sweet." I thought it was cool as hell, man, and that's sweet. You got to race fast, people. You gotta take risks to try to figure where you're at.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Adam sent us some videos here. We'll watch a couple of them.
Like, just
you see you dancing up top.
That was first round. Like I said, we were lucky that we've ran on that stuff before, and I had a pretty good idea of what to do. So
yeah,
that was a bonus.
Yeah, I'm trying to see.
I said, I watched what these guys watched, the big tire car go do donuts, and I knew right then that like this is that bad.
Turn it. Oh wait, I don't know where I hit while ago. Good Lord, lay that bump. That's what I'm talking about right there. Oh.
But see what I mean? Even up top, like he got loose. Like it was a guessing game all day.
that was a pretty decent one.
That was a good.
My car wouldn't have stuck that pass off of a wheelie. Hell no.
No.
There's a lot of bias going on there.
Yeah.
That one.
A lot.
Oh! Yeah, he barely got it. Just
back of the day, man, and that's saying a lot for how, like, you could see that once you got too out of shape, it was glass,
yeah.
and like nothing was slowing you down. You're just kind of along for the ride. Yeah, that was a good run. Like I said, he was. My guys are usually
throttle the whole way. I just was like, that's all I could do.
Yep.
Here's
yeah.
It already showed that one.
Yeah, we don't want to watch that one.
Okay.
I have to see
that the
that
one you
like in
jumped?
the middle of the night when I wake up with cold sweats months from now.
Oh, was that the final?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Oh, man.
It was close. No,
Shit.
I think it was pretty bad.
You could have sat there for 5 minutes and still been all right.
No, that's not how racing works, man. I say this all the time, almost probably every episode or so, and I'll say it every other one too, man. Like, I don't want to take anything away from you. Like, I tell people, I promise you this, at every single event I fucking go to, the fastest car usually don't win. I'd say 80% of the time, the car that is like the fastest and going the fastest don't win. And if that's the case, then a lot of people must be bummed. You know what I mean? Like, I think all that's bullshit. Like, if you win, you won. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm in charge of the car. I'm in charge of letting off that button. I'm in charge of the fuel filter not being changed. That might be the problem. Or I would be in charge if the fuel cable have broke. I'm in charge if I let off the button early. I'm in charge of the tune that I put in it. I'm the one that decided how old my tires are or how new or how much to risk it. All those are factors in this. So why would I be like, yo, you know, like if this would have happened, well, fuck yeah. If this would have happened on any race ever, it'd be a different outcome. You know what I'm saying? And by far, you were the 100%. Baddest dude that day. I don't care what anyone says. Like, that's how it goes.
It's crazy to me when people try to diminish wins anyways, you know what I mean? Like, acting like people got breaks and shit. Fact is, to win one of them deals, you have to have a lot of shit go your way. Like, you got to have a great day and a lot of things got to fall into place. To think that there's not luck involved in that is you're not even being realistic, you know?
No, like, think about it like this. So, like, you can go 1,000 ways with this. So if me and Ryan drew each other first round, Ryan, you know, had trouble you saw ours. Race is over. You know, this is a whole different like day, and I probably get beat by someone else, and neither one of us end up in the final, or like 1,000 other outcomes happen. But every race you have one bad round. Like if Adam sent you one of the video, I don't even know, who cares. But one of the rounds, it did something weird coming off the chip. So like I let off and it rolled like 10 feet, not like going. And then turned on and like yanked the wheels for a split second and took off, but it was like 10 feet out. Like, that's luck. If I would have been against Ryan and both of us left and my car did that, he would have won. If I would have been against Johnny Quick or Aaron Fogdenberger or that other RX-7 that's fast, like, wouldn't have went that way, dude. There was 2 lane discrepancies too, like, on top of it. So if the right people don't catch the right people in the right lane at the right time in the right round, I don't play those games, man, because like the what if factor is available on every single race. So the truth factor in reality was I lost, was that other people lost in earlier rounds. And you can but that's how it went. Like,
if I would have got the right lane against Aaron, I wouldn't have sat with you in the finals. 100%.
Correct. And who knows, if I get the right lane and my dumbass tries to like pull some hero shit, I end up in the wall. Like,
yeah,
there's no way that I would ever try to say that like we should have did this or should have did that. Like what happened, and that's how it goes. And it was dope. Like I said, if I was going to lose to anyone there, I want it to be someone that works their ass off. I want it to be someone that's going to appreciate it. I'd rather not lose to someone that's not going to give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, it was awesome to see how pumped you were. I've been following you for a while. You did that huge interview on SRC, and I'm sure after that, you had so many damn friend requests you didn't know what to do.
I still do, and they're all still sitting there.
Yeah, I know. You won't accept mine. But I get it. I get it.
He'll accept that OnlyFans money, though. You hear me?
I've got to watch this dude's program turn completely around, man. It's been fun to be a part of, and it's been fun to watch. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. And he's
Cody,
tough.
I've been watching you since you were calling out Austin George.
He's tough as anybody.
Like, you had no fear either. You've been calling people out forever. You've been always trying to get races on the street. Like 4 years ago, the first time I met you, you had a full-size truck, correct?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it was a full-size Silverado. Yep. We called
first time I met you was out at the cornfields.
Yeah. Yep.
Like I said, like I've been following both you guys forever.
You got a good number.
You guys both been doing it. But I do what you guys do. I watch anyone that's out there because I want to see what they're doing. I want to know what they're doing. I watch it all. I mean, I'd rather watch YouTube. Like while we were doing this, we had on Josh's podcast with caption on while I'm doing this. And then now we're going to switch it up to Ryan's and Casey Max's channel. And because I'd rather watch YouTube racing when racing's on there than anything else.
Yep.
I think it's natural, man. When you're a part of this life, you want to keep up on what's going on and what people are doing from coast to coast. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure, man. We're always. What'd I do? I missed it. It's not even on there, man. See, we need more people making YouTube. One of you guys make a YouTube channel and start posting. Well, you have one. I follow it.
Yeah, we ain't done much on it lately, man. But
you ain't been posting, man.
I got burnt out, man.
I got nothing to watch, man. No, I can't say a word. Every single person in the world is like yelling at me at every race to like do videos, but I honestly think I'd get arrested.
Well, you know, that is against the law in most states, man.
Well, I just mean like, yeah, I'm going to just stop it right there and be like, I'd probably get in trouble if and like it can happen. Like I could be in the middle of a video about the car and all of a sudden it all breaks out and like there was no stopping it. So
here's some more videos. I think hopefully I'm doing this right. I don't know. You know.
Can you guys see it?
Oh no, that looked like a good pass, right there. Or was that your first pass?
That was first round, wasn't it?
No, second.
Or second.
No, that was my.
I mean, that pass looked pretty. That looked straight down Broadway. Here, we'll watch it again. It looked like it went.
Yeah, but like he said, he was
up top a little bit,
feathering the throttle.
Right there. Right at the
450, 500 feet, man. It would just bust it loose every time.
Yeah, like it came around every round, you know what I mean? But like to start with from the 330 on was pretty scary. But then like even that came around some, and then it was like still at the end of the day, the last 100 feet was still wild.
Yeah. That's this one again. He's picking on that. Oh boy. Oh boy.
It was like,
as I said, I didn't have one pass
time,
that
every
didn't
car, man.
kind of do that. It was bad, but it was a lot better.
This one. Woo! Woo!
That was a good pass. That was a good pass.
I think that was one of my better passes.
Treat his ass too.
Yeah, and that was really good on the light.
Just save that video. Keep watching that one.
Little
sketchy.
jiggy with it.
Pedal it like the dust. Just
Also,
Did you-
Cody, it's real refreshing to not see a Mustang every day.
I appreciate that.
That's a fact.
I definitely
run
run
one. I run them because I'm cheap. Just if anyone's wondering, I'd run whatever cool car you want me to, other than a Mustang if you want to pay for it. But
it's got a lot. It's got a lot in common with a Mustang. In all honesty, like the front end is like a tubular Fox body deal. You know what I mean? Struts and spindles and tubular K-member and all that type of stuff, kind of grafted to the car. But at the back half's like old school ladder bar. So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, ladder bars work good.
It was dusty out there. Was there like a? Is it how hot?
clean your glasses off, old man. Yeah, it was dusty.
What's that?
Dust bowl. I don't know. Was it dusty? Yeah, I could see the dust, but I didn't know if they didn't wash it or if they straight or if they.
Yeah, they did. I actually saw in No Prep Outlaw Mafia's live feed or whatever when we were watching it in the pits or on the way there. We were watching it because it come on, and I was like, "Oh crap! I figured we got too high and we don't even know where the race or time was, and fuck this all up."
I didn't know if like the pits are like sand and
No, the pits are really good, and they even tried. So like in his video, you could see that they washed it with like this scrubber.
Yeah, so they had the Zamboni deal still.
That like everyone got it from that, right? Okay, and then they even went down later with one of those like sidewalk sweepers, trying to get it out of there, but I don't know, man. It was tough.
I didn't know if the pits were dusty or if there was like a dirt track nearby that was having an event, I mean, there's all kinds of stuff that can take effect.
Dude, everyone knows that there is no offer. You just come up and join the crew that's smoking. Is that the girl got a picture with her? Yeah. Bridget was way cool. Bridget came up and got a selfie with us and stuff, and loves. Yeah, dude, had the coolest dog.
Dusty and musty.
Very big dog. Did you see that, you guys?
I did not.
It was like what'd they say it was?
It was one of Sherm's pups.
It's one of Sherm's. Sherm Baker's puppy.
Massive, like a big
dude. Wow. It was the softest, cuddliest dog in the world. Biscuit is its name. We'll switch that up here. Biscuit. You're killing it. It looked intimidating. but it was a softie.
XL bully.
Bully.
There you go.
My buddy had one that before they called them XLs or what, but it was a American bully, and he 6 foot tall, privacy fence. His paws was on top of it, and he's sitting there looking at you like, I mean, he's a big boy. He's a big boy.
Big Matt's looking at me right now, so we'll give him a plug because he's the shoe guy. So if anyone needs any like Nikes or Yeezys or any of those shoes, just let me know and I'll send you Matt's way.
Give a shout out to E's and B's again too. Oh yeah, we'll give a shout out to old Sticky Icky because it went public today. Y'all just don't know yet. That's prep.
So obviously you guys love streets over track?
Yeah, I do. I'd say Ryan. Yeah.
For sure.
And what is it that makes that way?
Man, it's the whole atmosphere, everything about it. It's less predictable. You know what I mean?
You just know you're doing something you shouldn't, and it's just funner.
Very different environment, man. There's just a lot more at play. You know what I mean? I feel like for the average dude, we're better suited in street environments. You know what I mean? And we can spend a lot of time there. We can test a lot there. Like, the streets don't close, man. So we don't stop.
Facts.
Stay high.
Oh, that's my people right there. I get
All
better.
right,
I
so
get along better with four-legged people than I do two-legged people.
anyone in here got any questions for these guys? If you shoot them in, let's see what you got.
I do like the track, especially the backtrack stuff, but even some
That's
front
fact
side.
right there, Dragon.
No, we're not prototypical front side fast, obviously, but like it's still fun to go turn the car up and get after it and see what you can do. And, you know, so it's definitely not like we're against track stuff. We'll still support it for sure.
This is something I heard you talk about earlier.
No, it's not.
You did not like the DL5, Ryan. Have you tried one, Cody?
I have a brand new set in the garage. We're getting the car dialed in on what I typically run, which is a DO6, just because that's what I have data and stuff for while we're learning the new combo. But I'm gonna try the DO5s next and see what I think. Have you tried them?
That's what we ran. I loved them.
Do you?
But I want that surface. I want very, very coarse. Like I was talking with Mark Clark from McCormick today. Another shameless plug where I get all my tires. He's a great guy. He sponsors tons of events. Every time you're in an event and you're winning tires, they're 90% of the time coming from McCormick. Super great guys, help a lot of racers out, help keep events going, definitely help the sport. Awesome people. Talking to him today about it because I'm high and I got a little off track there and I will get back. I don't know if like even at a backside like Milan, if it's hot out, I don't think I want them. If it's really cold out, I think I'd like them. And then what I was going to ask Ryan was, when did you get yours? Was it the first batch?
I have no idea.
I just got them. Well, I don't know if it was a first batch.
Because I guess I'm hearing rumors that like the first batches or if you got one from a set from the first batch, they weren't exactly right or something wasn't perfect or something went wrong and this set's better or something. But I don't have any knowledge of that. This was the first set I've ever tried and they were brand new.
How would I know?
Like off the truck. I imagine there's like a date stamp on them. And I would have to try to like look back to when they first dropped the first set. See you, Bill. Drive safe.
Later, Bill.
And there's a way to tell, but I don't know it. But that could be it, or I don't know. Like what didn't you like about them, or what they just didn't hold, or
So what I noticed, I mean, I don't know that it's necessarily the tire. You know, it could be. I actually went back. I pulled them off last night, and I actually went back and found some posts. Like I just searched DO5 post, and I found some posts and saying something about you know the tune that you use can actually be very finicky with them. Like the burnout can be finicky. I don't really do like typically on the street. I don't do even as long as a burnout as I did yesterday. So a few people that used them said that my burnout wasn't excessive. But there's a few roads around here that I've got them pretty locked down on what I can do, and so I put the new tires on. I scuffed them up, did a couple burnouts with them. I thought they were in good shape. Had a race on, a couple of those roads. And on go 7, do that. It would just stick and go. And I'm not really like a tire slip tuner, I guess. I don't typically look for any type of wheel speed. They say it's faster, but anytime my tire spins even a little bit down track, even if it's just like squalling a little bit, it always slows down. It never goes faster. flip. And then we went and tested, the other night. And I don't do times I've been pretty fucking fast. And I couldn't do shit. I've never been on concrete on that tire. And I put them on concrete and I couldn't even get to the finish line. So I told Cody, I said, dude, like I made it home. It was like 5 a.m. We got this race in the morning. I'm like, I'm good. Like, I honestly feel like I'm going to be in trouble. So I yanked the tires off. I went to Jegs and got me a new set of tires for yesterday. And it was like freaking 11 o'clock. The track's an hour away. And like, this is bad. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's something I'm doing or I'm not like I've never made one pass with them that I was confident.
I believe you. I try to tell people a lot too. Not every car is the same. Not everything works the same for everyone. Our cars are quite a bit different. Mine requires golf carts. Yours requires a radio.
Some Doff and some Doff. Let the band play now. You hear me?
Yeah, I just keep it in my head.
I just want to let you
all the time.
It does not have a radio, but it was enough. Buffalo.
Got him.
But it is street. She is street. Don't get it twisted. It's still factory core support and everything.
It's a good looking car.
Yeah, it looks good.
I like that color.
But when I get in it, I want it to look like a car.
That other one we built that's even more power, that one can make like 3,000 horse. That one's got power windows, all steel, all glass, including the hood and the deck lid. Like,
how many times a week do you guys test?
We'll be pulling up soon with a aluminum 540 big block with twin 94s with roll up windows on you, asking what song you want.
I'm pretty sure Coach knows how many times a week we test.
Yeah.
Well, for everyone else here, let them know.
It depends, man. If the weather's right, dude, we're trying to find a road. You can about guarantee it somewhere.
Hell yeah.
Oh boy, is he muted?
You breaking up on us, Ryan?
Is he
muted?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
I got you now.
I personally do about 5 nights a week.
Damn.
And just picking random roads and trying different things, and that's awesome.
I don't think there's anything that can replace seat time and data. The more of it you get, the better you're going to be, man. And the more comfortable you're going to be, the more natural it feels when you're in the car. You know what I mean? I want it to be like home when I'm in that thing strapped in. You know what I mean? Like, where I just don't even have to think about stuff. And the more you do it, man, the better it gets.
Oh yeah.
What it is for me, I think, like, I feel like I have the car pretty figured out as far as, suspension and where I need to be, in the shock settings and stuff. But for me, it's more the tuning aspect. There's been doing it for a year or two, but it's still new. I get into I've never been in, and the car doesn't like it. Like it makes not a bunch of power, but it makes pretty decent power. Like the thing's never seen over 20 pounds. So I'm that's a goal of mine, is trying to get it above. My ramps are always super long. I'm trying to tighten things up and see where I can get it to go.
Oh yeah.
Because I know
it paid off this weekend.
Yeah. And I've done, there's some things in the tune-up I've never done, like never even thought about doing.
Yeah. For me, when I changed this thing over to LS power and twin turbos, and I did that and did Holly EFI all at the same time, man. And I taught myself tuning this thing, like from day one. I had a friend of mine come and kind of help me get going on like a startup deal just to get the car going. And I've had the keyboard ever since with like zero Holly experience, man. So like the past 2.5 years has been that journey, like getting comparable with it where I was comfortable. And I could like make the car do the things I wanted to do. You know what I mean? And reading
Yeah, it's a
data.
learning curve.
Like, yeah, it was huge, man. Like that's why we just try to get out as much as we can. I mean, like, I'm not trying to pay nobody to tune my stuff, and I want to be responsible for everything from the front to the back, inside out, and I am. You know what I mean? So, like when you're self-taught and stuff, man, it takes time. So the more you can do it, the more opportunities you get. Naturally, the quicker it comes around and the better you get. But it's been a hell of a journey. I can tell you that.
No, really don't. Don't wreck that lifter.
Yeah, I know. You already know.
Oh boy. What's the did we ever come up with like that random question or that dumb question?
Let me think about it because we did, but I need a second
I can't
to
remember
think
what
about
it was.
it. And while we think about it, what about explaining to everybody what E's and B's is talking about here?
What, when I raced Allen?
There you go. You guys went and had a race with Team Meatball?
Yeah, they came up here, and me and him grudged on the street, and I was about it. I had not a single clue what the car was going to do. No idea. Never even been on Virgin Road before. And we took a shot, and it didn't go very good. It wasn't bad, but, like, I was to have it do over again. Not saying we'd win, but on that road, I haven't been back on that road. Just by, learning different surfaces, I know what that road is, and it definitely would have been a different race. Just fun. That's what I'm about. I want to meet new people, race new cars. Like where I'm at, like where Cody's at, there's actually quite a bit of cars, but not a lot of action. Where I'm at, there's not a lot of cars, but sometimes there's action, but more daily driver type of stuff,
Yeah, Jeff Thomas knows all about that action.
I actually
Oh
took
boy.
that at night.
That was a wild night.
Yeah.
Like fucking wild. Like
So-
I almost got rear-ended by a car, like sitting on the starting line.
Ooh.
Like brakes screeching. I'm all strapped in so I can't move. And I'm like, I can just hear it. And I'm like, oh man. And I'm like bracing for it because I could see everyone like running out of the way. And then we had people throw a pop on the fucking road. We had the cops come up once and then leave. And then while we were like drawing chips, if I remember right, these two motorcycles lined up to race in the middle of this. A cop pulled up behind them, flicked its lights, and they just took off, like ran their race. And the cop took off chasing them. I don't know whose idea it was, but our plan was, okay, we'll go 4 blocks over and finish there. And I was like, all right. They seem like they know what's up. So like, well, the other option was drive 45 minutes away. And I was like, all right, well, the race we were here for got canceled. Let's drive. Like, what else do we got to do? And I don't think everyone else wanted to drive. So I was like, all right, whatever. And we pulled over there. Jeff got caught on the road.
He was waiting, wasn't he? Waiting for his race to pull out or whatever.
Well, no, he was waiting for his guy in the other lane to finish like staging, and the cop hit his lights, and that dude, like a genius, drove right then into the parking lot. And Jeff kind of sat there a second, and then Jeff rolled into the parking lot. So by the time the guy got into the parking lot, when you drive a Mustang, which one was it? You got that old Fairlane there, you're going to remember exactly what car was on the road. But when you got one of those junk-ass Mustangs, boy, they don't know who was who, so you just claim I wasn't out there.
That's exactly why I don't do the open trailer thing, man. Because if I need to make my car disappear in a hurry, that's exactly why I pull an enclosed. Like, it's not always the most convenient. I get that, but I can make my car disappear. And once it's locked up, hey, you got to have a warrant, brother.
Yeah, or even like Jeff. Jeff's deal was really smooth too, because when Jeff pulled in, he pulled right into his trailer.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't pull outside of it. That way, when they impounded that trailer, it was locked up.
Yeah.
So like the salvage yard ain't going through your car, and it's not just sitting outside getting poured on, because I don't, who knows how you had it set up for a street. You could have the front end off.
Yeah. We've had some nights where we had to make the car disappear in a hurry. Cops come in and stuff, and I've had my crew lock me in the trailer before, like just to make sure they couldn't get to the car. Like, I pull, they lock me right down. And we sit there as long as we got to, and sometimes it's a long time.
Hopefully, you got your phone and can just kick some Netflix on or something, and YouTube racing videos.
Yep.
I was sent this to ask Ron about this video.
Pro mod cruising down the highway. What the fuck is this guy thinking? Now he's doing a pool.
He gone.
Street car stuff.
So you want to know about that video?
No, shit.
It sounds like it's got a good story, so let's hear it real quick.
Connor said, ask Ron about that night.
So we go up to Chuck was having a little shootout up there, but
they came humble.
Yeah, they came to Toledo though. We were gonna do it there.
Nice.
So I hauled all the way up there. I left the house at 7:00. Got there at 10. As soon as I pulled into the spot, there was about 6 cops sitting there.
That's a party, man. That's a party.
So they tried to find another road. They found another road that I would love to make a pass down. The first pair goes down. I'm second pair. I'm sitting there strapped in, helmet on. They go flying by. Well, little did they know the freaking cop house was literally at the 8th mile mark.
Yes.
Oh.
So, it gets better.
Yeah. So we get chased out again. I am mad. At this point, we're like 6 hours in, and I still haven't raced yet. So we wait another 4 hours or whatever. It's like 6 in the morning, right? And nobody has any idea what we're doing. So I'm like, okay, whatever. It's done. Everybody gets their money back. And I said,
this wasn't in Kentucky, was it?
No, Toledo.
Because I know the same story. I was in Kentucky. It was like the same fucking story.
So I am literally like irate. I've been gone from home for anything. So I'm like, okay, who wants to race? I had left that deal, went to Bowling Green, 4 roads, bare, miles long. I said, does anybody want to race? Out of like 15 cars, let's go down here. It's 30 minutes from where we just gathered all our money back up. 30 minutes away. No, we ain't going there. We only race on that one road in Toledo.
Wow.
I'm like, you've got to be kidding me.
They want that home field advantage.
I said, dude, it's bare. I've never even been in this town. Let's go. Let's get it. So, nope, nobody would do it. So I'm like, so we're driving down the road. I had Ian with me.
Rightfully so.
He's like, what? He's like, what are you doing? Because I kept looking at the map. I said, dude, as soon as I see a freaking straight line on this freeway, I'm dumping the car off and I'm making a hit. He said, what? I said, he's like, what are you talking about? I said, I'm dumping it. The first straight line I see on the map, I'm pulling the car over and I'm making a whack down this freeway. He said, dude, there's cars all over the place. I said, I don't care. I found it. I pulled over, got the car out. I said, "This is what's going to happen. If a cop pulls up, tell him the trailer's fucking bouncing all around. We gotta move this car around on this trailer. We're just trying to move some weight." Nothing happened. I pulled out onto the freeway. He poured my shit. I did a burnout, right down Broadway. Then he texted me. I said, "Just hop in a Suburban and follow me, and I'll just drive until I feel like not driving anymore." Video.
Damn it.
I just kept on going. I was like, "Man, this thing drives nice."
Bonus.
Yeah.
In that situation, I would feel pretty lucky she's driving straight. Okay, so they answered in our thing the question. I was trying to see if I could find it, but I don't know. I guess I'm blind. So we ask everyone a question. What is your best non-race related story? This could be anything. This could be absolutely crazy. Remember, Cody's got his kid with him. So keep it somewhat in the ballpark of like, cool.
Don't take it. Don't. Oh boy.
Meeting this girl right here. Come here. What?
So how'd that happen?
She was, "Get down here. They ain't allowed to look at your boobies."
Oh my god.
So she was my neighbor
Probably do.
at one point.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
The girl next door.
The girl next door.
Hey man, you know what? To be honest with you, I fell in love with the girl next door, and I'm still with her like 35 years later.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Bam, it
I've
works.
been,
It's a recipe for success.
It's not a crazy story. But
I've been with my wife
No, I
since
love
she was
it.
14 and I was 16. Like we met in high school and we've been together ever since.
Yeah.
Love that.
like this, she keeps me going right here. I wouldn't be able to
She's
do
gotta
it without.
Gotta keep you in line, huh?
Yeah. She just supports it, man. She really does.
Yeah. You gotta.
Like,
If you find one, you gotta keep them. You gotta.
Yeah.
Well, with a guy like
Yes.
this, you either just have to like it or leave it. So
I'll smoke to that.
She's a
Like I
gang.
could tell her, I'd be like, I'll literally be at work. I'm like, "Hey, this dude wants problems." She's like, "All right, I'll have the car loaded on the trailer when you get home."
That's a winner right there.
fueled
Yeah,
up.
that's
Ready to
a
go.
I'd definitely say that's an advantage we both got. We both
Yeah.
got
ride or die.
ladies, man, that are about that life. So, and that definitely makes our job easier for sure.
Yep.
His-
June is amazing.
June is too. His old lady is the same way. And you tell her,
Oh yeah, Aaron.
she just texted me a minute ago because she really feels bad about that video. But the only reason I said that is because I knew she was probably watching. But tell her it ain't no thing. I was just messing around. She sent that tire shop video to Connor, and I was like, "You sent that to him?" And she was like, "Oh my god, did you not want me to?"
There she is. Watch out. There she is. Watch out.
Yeah. She's a beast, dude. She don't play no games. Shit goes south, she'll just shoot a motherfucker.
You always say that.
Man, I'm from Texas, man. Everybody's carrying at least two.
Yeah. I
This-
got friends that won't even pull up. They're so scared
What are you
of her.
doing?
We come out of the womb with a 9, you know. I mean, you know.
Funny.
Coming from where I'm from, if you ain't packing, you're slacking.
That's a fact. 100%.
All right, I'm going to ask this question, and we're not going to say anything else about it, but I have to know. You been to Cheeks, Cody?
Potentially.
Nice. I've got some wild stories from there when we were BMXing. Have you ever been to Dirt Circuit?
Dirt. You been there? Is that place you been? No.
It was over at System Cycle.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah.
They
Where?
used to have like a huge BMX dirt jumping contest there we'd go to every year. That's how I ended up in Dayton all the time.
I would like to point out that I'm fully retired from any of those shenanigans in that life, though.
Yeah, me too. That was a very long time. I'm talking BMXing. Kate, BMX days. Before you.
Yeah.
Yeah, like one of our buddies was a rep for S&M BMX, and
Yeah, we'll take
Somehow
him.
him and the owner were like best friends. And then I've got another buddy. Have you ever watched any of the Turn and Burn commercials with Buddy Burnswell or whatever?
Oh, that's my boy right there.
So do you know Wyatt Lutz?
Where does Alicia live?
The guy I do those commercials with is a comedian from Dayton, Ohio. He's
Yes,
like performed at Joe Rogan's place and stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know how, but I'm always like tied to Dayton somehow. I should have knew that my luck was against me with Ryan as soon as I tried to fuck with Dayton. But it's been so good to me.
Limpy, how far are you from Lake Conroe?
Conroe, like Texas.
Well, yeah, you live in Texas, right?
Well, I didn't know if there was a
No,
like
Conroe,
Lake Conroe from
Ohio.
you. Ohio?
No, Texas.
About 3.5 hours or so.
That ain't
Yeah,
bad.
I'm north of there. I'm like 3 hours north of or south of Oklahoma City.
Because I don't know where Conroe is, but her aunt lives there, and we've been thinking about vacating up there for a week probably, and
Yeah,
might drag the car down with me.
yeah. It's about 3.5 hours from me, south of me. It's it's in between. It's more towards Houston than where I am.
One of my other bucket lists is to get in one of these no trailer deals you do.
Yeah, well, we've
Yeah,
been doing them.
dude,
We've
that
been
would
doing
be
them since.
perfect.
That's
Yeah.
just
They look so fun. Like
Yeah.
if I could be jealous of anything, it's the no trailer races.
that shit looks
Like
so.
not having a car for that is probably one of the biggest bummers. Like
Yeah.
they look so fun.
Vacate. Yep.
Now, does Richard run those, Limpy?
We used to. I mean, we didn't do much of anything this winter. We didn't really have a bad winter. But yeah, I mean, I've been doing no trailers since like 2005 around here.
Oh,
yeah. Houston or here would definitely. So yeah, Sunday service is what we used to try to do. Unload, and if out of towners would put trailer, you got to be off the trailer, and then you can't be on the trailer until you lose. So you might drive 10 miles, we might drive 200 miles. You just never know. You know how the streets are.
Yeah, that shit's sweet.
Jasper, you guys gonna get some street shit going up your way this year?
yeah. Like if it stays nice, I imagine. Dude, Chuck is open every day. If you guys ever want to come up here, even if like I'm out of town,
Like, we want to do it for sure.
Chuck's got someone. Like someone will race. Like I promise. Like, or like if you guys wanted to bring like a few people up,
Well,
and
that's
we
what I'm
got
saying,
we got some different spots too. So like, I don't know if you saw the Pontiac spot, but like that's a front side track, and then we have places that are just absolute trash. Or you can come up here with me and hang out for a while, and we just hit country roads and spots and shit.
Yeah.
We'll
I'd
just
love
pull onto the dirt
definitely like
road,
to get up that way and
dump
do
the
some-
trailers down, pour some puddles, get it off, load back up, and check out. I
Yeah,
always feel like Michael Knight from Knight Rider on those situations where you make this pass real quick and you come raging up into the trailer to get out of there.
That's what we've been doing lately. Just finding somebody that's down and picking a road. Like I did. I went to PA. It was 15 degrees outside. We went to PA and raced Billy Dorsey and Jake and them guys. That was fun.
Yeah. I have so much fun traveling, but I totally understand when people can all the time. Like
Right.
gas is the gas and diesel are a lot of money.
Yeah.
I want to get on some different roads this year, though, man. That's like my goal, is to hit as many different spots and as many different roads as I can this year.
Yeah, we've got a couple really cool spots. The Battle Creek spot's a really good one. If you catch the first one too, like I think so far our record is like 5 straight years where the first one don't even get touched. You sit there all night. Like all night long. You can just
You
sit
better
there.
find some fucking wood. You better find some wood to knock on right now, man. jinx.
Nah, I don't care. We'll just go back or go down the road or run to snow road after road, or we'll find somewhere else.
Yeah.
But that place is kind of cool. You're over by an army base. That's where Limpy was with us that one time.
Oh yeah, yeah. I like that road over there.
It's a good spot.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping like this year we can get Grudge going. That's why I was so pumped when you called us out. Like we were pumped.
Grudge, my
Win or
favorite
lose,
shit, dude. Like
whatever. We didn't really care. But
Like
I like
love
the
Grudge.
idea of just unloading, going, and taking off. Like not making it like Dean says in here. I should probably click those instead of not. So Dean said, street stuff over track. Being at the track 15 hours sucks. He says that, but then spends 48 straight hours at War in the Woods and tells everybody it's the biggest dream scenario he's ever had. How dare
Well,
you? I'm telling
I
Jeff
mean,
Thomas this. Like, screenshot this right now and send it to Jeff Thomas.
Like I like cash days and I like shootouts and stuff. You know what I mean? But like,
well, I was going to ask y'all, what do y'all prefer? Y'all prefer just a grudge race, or y'all prefer shootouts?
what's that?
So, what do y'all prefer? Like just a quick grudge race, or just maybe a shootouts?
Grudge is my favorite, hands down. 100%.
One and done.
Yeah.
One and done.
The problem though is like a lot of the guys that like I would like to race, it's like they want to do like a bunch of money. I don't have a bunch of money, so.
So shootouts is more your.
No, I like grudge, and a lot of the people around here will do it for respectable money, but it's like
some people will just want to try to buy themselves out of a race.
Sometimes it seems that way. I mean, like
yeah, I get why.
We can't just bet 1,000 or 1,500 or 2,000. You know what I mean? Like that's hard to do, man. That's still significant money, But like friendly bets,
right, it is.
Like we'll race anybody, dude. Like literally anyone. You know what I mean? Just don't try to bet us out of the league. And
I know one guy from Michigan that's pretty cool, and don't do that to you guys.
That's because you're the man, bro.
Yeah, I wanted to get up there and race Glenn. Me and him talked about racing and stuff.
I think
don't sell his car.
Yeah, some bummer news. I think he got some like some bad health news and has to kind of try to get rid of that. So like I imagine he's not trying to make too many hits on it if it's,
right,
to try to get him out of a jam or something. So I don't know. Everybody on here, keep Glenn in your prayers. If something's wrong with him, hopefully it gets fixed.
Yeah. Yeah, he seems like he's like me, just
fuck yeah, dude. He's very similar.
Just has a passion for,
He just wants to run. He just wants to race.
Yeah.
Is that the same guy that we had here a couple weeks
I'm
ago?
the first one that was not really the first one. The one where we decided we're going to do the show and try to have people on like you guys that not everybody knows across the country, but works just as hard as the people they do.
Yeah.
And Glenn's one of those guys, like
the real blue collar guys. The real
yes.
Bad hot rod for sure.
Yeah, and his car works good, just like yours, just like Cody's. It's a good car, but he does what you guys do. He makes as many hits as he possibly can, and when he's not, he's watching videos and trying to learn every single thing he can.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do.
Are you doing 26s?
Yeah, I'm going to do some 26-inch stuff this year, man. We did a deal at Thornhill last year on them, like towards the end of the year, and we really enjoyed it, man. It was a good time, and the car did well on 26s, and it's sitting in a lot better situation this year than she was last year. So I think we can definitely do some damage on that tire. So the air, yeah, that's a strong possibility. That absolutely may happen.
Oh, yeah. Do y'all have a favorite event? I mean, it don't have to. It could be street, or it could be any. It could be that you go to, that your favorite, sort of.
I don't have a favorite event, but I do have KD is if I was to choose like a track, KD is probably my favorite place to be.
It's gangster, huh?
I suck at it, but that's why I like it so much because like I like to chat, I like to learn, and I want to make a good pass there. I think my car can be a car to beat there. I just have to figure it out, and once I figure it out, then it'll be all right.
Yeah, it's a tricky track.
Dude, it's rough, man. Like,
It's bumpy as fuck, and like not just bumpy, like what I call dippy.
yeah,
Like on the big end, it has some dips that really challenge your suspension
yeah,
to try to hold the tire.
yeah.
It's a tricky place, and then the hills just out of this world.
The hill doesn't bother me. I just can't make it past 400 feet.
No, what scares me about the hill is for one, like you got to power into it. You know what I mean? You can't let
Yeah,
off at the stripe. You got to like drive into the hill, and then when you go into the hill, my worry is always I've seen so many people like break their brake lever or not, for whatever reason, not be able to stop. And the
yeah,
hill scrubs no speed like I thought it would.
yeah.
Like you'd think the hill would scrub all your speed off, and it don't. I don't know. The hill scares me in some of those aspects, but it's way cool and exciting, and it's way cool to like when you're standing with another group of racers when they're talking about it to be like, yeah, I've been there. It's crazy.
That's wild.
What happened to Marion County, Lori, Ohio? I don't know. Y'all know what that is? What he's talking about?
Yeah, YouTube dude bought it.
Yeah, it was a badass track, man. A lot of good times were had by a lot of people there. There was a lot of hurt feelings over that deal for sure.
Yeah, like Jimbo
Yeah.
Slice
Oh yeah.
was a big part of that, and
And there was a lot of
Billy
those
and
guys on track.
SRC was a big part of it, man. They had some kick-ass races in the beginning, man, and it had an amazing atmosphere. What, Kevin was the owner then?
Yeah.
He's like a Mitsubishi guy.
Yeah.
Kevin Jewer, I think. I'm probably butchering his last name. He was a great owner, and man, there was some really, really cool, fun events there. And like I said, it had one of those atmospheres where the crowds were pumped and stuff. And it was pretty cool for a while. And then some YouTube dude, I don't know who the YouTube dude is.
Triple F Racing or Triple F Collection.
Yeah, Triple X Collection or something.
So what they buy it and then what just
Well, they did do some cool things that didn't help anyone trying to race there, but they did like put a brand new surface down, I think, and then made like a really shitty video, because like I said, a lot of people had their whole heart and soul poured into this place to make these events. And I did hear it's for sale. And he like kind of made a funny YouTube video and it wasn't funny, by the way, at least not to me. And I didn't even have the same sentimental value. I just thought it was lame as fuck. But they just tore down all the buildings and all the shit and like made a funny video about it. And it pissed a lot of people off.
Yeah.
And then,
at that track, first pass in my life I made there.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
It's like a lot of history for people and shit, man. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like a slap in the face when stuff like that happens. It sucks.
Yeah, he seemed pretty lame. And then he did lame things too. So it was like really just a lot of lame.
Yeah. Yeah, they had Whistling Diesel out there like doing dumbass shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it didn't turn out great, but it is for sale now, so maybe by luck someone buys it and brings it back, because it would be sweet to have that new surface and everything. And like now you could probably do a backside race there, because you could never dream of it before, because dude, that shutdown, that was one of the roughest shutdowns in the world. Like that was my face after the first pass. I was like, whoa, I think that was like a really big pothole I just hit. Like I couldn't even imagine like a dragster trying to go through there or something. But yeah, it was a really cool place, really good vibe. but it went away. Yeah, what's that?
You got a call out video for Jake and Dorsey.
Oh boy.
Well, now we got to know.
Jasper, I can't believe you didn't see it when all that was going down, bro.
I probably did. You'll have to remind me.
It was some classic shit for sure.
Are you asking or are you going to play it?
No,
no, they're asking us to ask you about it.
Yeah.
So Chris Hall, yeah.
Oh.
I said send him your call out. You got a call out video, or did you make a post it on a page or anything?
Yeah.
How do we track this down?
Yeah, it's on my page.
See if I can find it. Let's see if I can find it.
Do you want a thing to say it for me?
Sure.
God, I'm high. Damn. Here we go.
Far down.
Connor's working on a tag for you.
Will that work?
Mm-hmm.
Who's this?
Oh.
And he's back.
Get it?
No. Hold on. No. There we go. Hold on.
I thought we were friends, but
Yeah. Oh boy. All right. Oh boy.
You about to hit the mainstream now, dog.
it was fun though. Like it was cool, you know. That's why I'm a funny guy, you know.
Like funny, haha, funny.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy. Here, let's see if we got audio. We got audio. All right. Is that bigger?
Yeah. This Billy the Kid, or no mod Billy, whatever they call you. Yeah, with the bluegill Camaro or catfish Camaro or whatever. I don't know. Did you get that transmission in yet? No. What do you mean no? I done found out thing don't even have freaking floors in it, let alone interior. I mean, can you have it in by Friday? You guys talk this talk like you was ready to go, and I've done had to warm my car up 4 times. It's freaking 6:30 in the morning. Oh no, it's 6:30 in the night. I done slept all day. I mean, if you're about it, dude, get it together. If not, y'all need to chill out on the, calling people out thing for a while. All right. Yeah, I'll see you Friday. Later.
So did the race happen?
Yeah. Yeah, me and raced. That's the PA deal. We went to PA and we picked a road halfway in the middle, and me and Jake went down, and I beat Jake, and then Billy wanted to move up 200 feet onto virgin concrete, and it was like he got me that race. There was like a big bump in the left lane, and about 400 foot, I lost the tire, and he came around me on about 56 pounds of boost. It was a good time, man. There's cool people, and we're definitely.
Yeah, that was killer though, man. That's how that is definitely how everyone's call out should be from here on out. And I think that was the standard set.
Yeah.
What is Connor lacing you up for?
About having a good time.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Is it on there? All right, go back. Oh boy. We might get it's PG-13 people, smoke them if you got them.
What the fuck are you doing? There's tire pressure. Why? That Dorsey dude with that freaking Camaro called my street car out. So I was trying to get it ready. I got to set the tires and get the frost off the windows. Oh, I don't know why though. They're talking all kinds of crap, and I guess he's not even ready yet. I don't know. But I'm just getting my car ready in case he decides to call.
This basically turned into an OnlyFans.
Oh, jeez.
But Ryan calling it out.
Did you have to find the video after we raced of Mitch's race? It was funny.
Oh, that's killer.
Somebody will tag me in it. God dang, man. I thought she was gonna you can come out and then you was like acting like you was asleep. You know, you asleep. You was asleep racing or whatever, getting sleep prepping.
Yeah, sleep prepping.
I made some funny ones. I used to do like a weekly toilet talk where I'd just be sitting on the toilet talking shit.
Oh, that is so good.
I'll smoke to that, man.
Yeah, that's fucking amazing.
Oh. Oh.
Nice.
Kill.
Yeah,
Say hi, Dad.
So you guys have sponsors or people you want to thank?
I don't have any sponsors, but the parts that I do use, I thank those people that give me good stuff. Just like Mike Turner was at the talking about the transmission, great piece. Cody deals the same dude.
Yep. Shout out to Mike Turner. He's the man. We got the transmission game on lock. That's for sure. He takes care of us.
Yeah. Pete does my converter. That thing on point. Like, I messaged him, man. Like I asked Billy a few weeks ago. I kind of was having what I thought was some issues in the pacemaker race with when I raced Eric, and I thought I was out of converter. Like I thought something was going on, and so I messaged Pete. And he said, "Dude, that thing is like on point. Like I don't." He's like, "I actually don't understand how you can go from doing jump to like going fast as shit, like, and it's still following like everything." So yeah, those are probably the two biggest pieces.
And Mike Turner does converter as
Warden.
well.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Shit.
He needs to thank his mama.
Yeah, mama
and his sisters.
and my sisters,
Cody and June.
They helped me out a lot.
Whole gang.
Yeah. Ian's watching. He helped me out a lot if he's not watching.
Fuck Ian.
Connor helped me win yesterday. Connor said, but he's a good dude.
I didn't say fuck Connor. I said fuck Ian.
Connor's a good dude.
Yep. Sure, I missed a lot. These kind of.
His dad.
I got a lot of. My dad, my.
Love him.
A lot of good people on our side, man.
Your neighbors.
Very elderly, but her nephew's a fucking dirt track racer. I want the throttle out here. She's like, out there like.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Speaking of that, hold on. I got somebody set this to me. I don't know what the fuck this is.
Stop.
Oh shit!
Buckles. There's only one small block Ford Mustang in this town. As soon as I figure out how to get this snowboarding tube up into that there drag racing tire, we're gonna show up in his front yard and show him who the real boss is.
Who is he talking about?
That was Alan when we called Alan out. He's got a real nice road. Literally, you pull out of his garage and it's like 5 feet to the starting line. I was like, "What's
shit
on that thing?" But he's having some car troubles. We went out there to do it, and car wouldn't stay running, so we went home, and then we went back. What, last week, 2 weeks ago? He thought he had it figured out, so we got to the line, and apparently his wife flagged it for us, and apparently she fucked that up, and he stayed sitting there, and
She was trying to be nice and not burn you up. And,
yeah,
and it just didn't work out.
I don't know. I seen the light, and that's a drag race. I was gone.
he gone.
Yeah. But it's fun. Those are the kinds of races we're looking for, you know. We've had races that, you know, now we've got, you know, problems behind the scenes and everybody's hating and, you know, betting against me and wants more smoke, and you know, that's not like true grudge. We don't really have grudge in this, you know, this state really. You know what I mean? We're just a bunch of good old boys trying to have a good time.
Yeah, you guys have one of the coolest street spots I know.
Oh, dude, we got some gangster roads, man. We have some gangster roads.
The cornfield, though, is like its own thing.
Yeah.
Like when you're pulling out to a street race that's not a legal sanctioned street race, but it's got food trucks like the pad does, that's pretty dope. But instead of being at the pad where there's so many people you're overrun and stuff, you have just 2 cornfields. And
which road was I at?
That's the one you were at.
Is that the same road? Okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I like that.
That was the first race I ever got flagged by Limpy was at our road.
Oh yeah, I like that road. I like that. I mean, everybody's like, "Oh, it's narrow."
It's a tight road, man. You
Yeah,
gotta respect it. You know what I mean? But like, man, that place is good. It's a good time,
and it's good asphalt too. It's good, smooth.
Yeah, you can get down
it's a wild
there,
place. You can get rolling.
Yep.
First couple rounds are slow, but after a while, it gets flying.
Yep.
For what it looks like, I guess I should say. Like, it's not super flying, but like it don't look like it hold much, and it does.
There have been some dudes who have been very, very fast down that road.
Yeah. I imagine.
I believe it.
You should think longer.
And it's not that bad of a drop off on each side either, or whatever. So like to me, it's like a super safe street for the most part.
Caleb Miller. He's been off in the weeds there a couple times.
Raggedy Ann was the first one we were at. The one where Cody, you were there with that truck.
Yep.
Remember, it was so hilarious. He went into the corn pretty much on both sides of the road or whatever, and then was arguing that he didn't cross. It was pretty hilarious. But he was rolling out there that night. That was like the first time I ever met Raggedy Ann.
What do you think about that road that night that Jeff got into that mess with?
The roads in Columbus that we raced on were sweet. Just like I said, we were in kind of a wild situation. Like I said, a couple wild things happened.
There's some fast roads. There's fast roads in Columbus.
That's what the street is. Yeah, definitely that one road. Like if it's been hit on consistently since I left it 2 years ago or 3.
No,
3. Like 4 years ago. When the fuck was that? That was a long time ago.
4. Nothing's really been popping since then. That's like what I'm talking about. Ever since then, that's probably the last big race that was in town.
The last shootout that I won in the street was in Columbus, man, and there ain't really been a whole lot since. It don't seem like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I heard it. Is it still pretty hot up there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The takeover shit?
No, that's kind of calmed down, but there's still.
I heard they were shooting at the cops and shit like that. I don't know how long ago that was, but
yeah.
Man, have you followed any of those videos? Like, okay, so I have a question. Maybe some of you guys know. Are they like trying to get hit?
Dude,
I don't understand the logic. It doesn't
get hit and they
doesn't
get the
equate to
shoes
me.
knocked
Yeah,
off
but
of
they
them.
have to be, right?
God dang.
Because like they're looking at that car coming around and they just like don't move. Like I didn't know if that was like a thing. And I mean, I'm actually really pumped to know that none of the people that are my friends on this podcast right now or live show or whatever know, because then that would mean that you somehow have some sort of knowledge on that stupid retarded shit. But
I don't
would have
know
to
how you
swear
win.
to God from the YouTube videos that it's on purpose. Like, is it like your initiation to being able to come to more of them or something? Like you gotta get hit by a car.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's how you win or how you advance. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if there's like how is it a grudge call out? Who can like fucking fuck the shit up most? Who makes more smoke and who?
I wonder if you get like bonus points when they like do the burnout over their pants and it rips them off their ass and shit.
Dude, when
man,
my favorite is when they're you see somebody filming and they get hit and their fucking shoes fall off. That's my fucking favorite, dude. If they lose their shoes, that's a win for me, dude. It's like, when the blower cars leave the line and it blows everybody's hat or does burnouts, it blows everybody's hats off, man. That's fucking funny as shit to me, man.
Yeah, no, that's a classic, and I love it every time I see it.
That one at War in the Woods was the best. That dude fucked up like 50 people.
Yes, like they were it literally looked like graduation.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I've still got this best one right here. I think I still got this one saved, but you'll see me, and this was like, I don't even know if it was planned, but this happened a couple years ago, I think. In the face. You see me in the fucking background. I fucking almost shit myself. I was laughing so hard.
Play it one.
Do I?
Play it one more time. She missed it.
Okay. In the face. See me back there, look. God dang, dude.
Oh, that's so good.
Man. Perfect. Oh, Scott. That's God dang. The dude used to drive the love truck.
Buckmaster?
Yeah, that was old Buckmaster, and that was Scott lining him up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is
that
Buckmaster
was that car
still
that
got the Mustang?
I'm not sure, but that's the same one that you remember he flipped it at Lights Out.
Oh,
went in
yeah.
he flipped it over backwards, and then they got it together in a week. And
dude, they're a wild team too.
Yeah.
And man, they're fast everywhere, man. When we went down to Hartshorn, I think he made it to the semifinals. It was one of the final 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Fast dude. And really cool guy.
Yeah.
When we talked to him down there, me and Jeff or whatever. And
his Buck Nasty performance, I guess I'll give him a shout out.
Over here putting tools away. Shit.
But I haven't seen him or heard his name in a while. But I promise you, when he shows up, if anyone here is listening, remember it, because he's bad fast.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's he's nitrous guy. He really likes that nitrous.
Loves nitrous. Which there's getting less of those guys.
Yeah.
So, Cody.
What up?
Who'd you get to thank?
Man, Mike Turner, on the transmissions and the torque converters in my car for sure. He takes good care of me, man. Dave Pleasant at Pleasant Quality Machine here in Dayton. He's really good to us. Got to shout out my boss, Chad, at Kerf Waterjet, man. He takes really good care of me and gives me a lot of freedom to be able to chase my race car dreams. I definitely got to shout out my wife. She's the backbone of this operation, man. Without her, I couldn't do it. She's amazing. And she's crazy supportive and very involved with the program, with the car, with decisions. And I love to be able to share this with her. My son, Jason, he's my crew chief. He keeps me dialed in. And, you know, all my family and friends and the people that support us, man, I'm thankful for all of them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I love it. Like I said, I got 4 kids, and you saw Noah pretty much comes to everything I go to as long as he ain't got school or football or something, you know what I mean? And I love seeing that.
If June and Jason ain't with me, man, my program don't operate, brother. And that's just plain and simple, man. Like when that car comes out, we ride together. There's no other way.
That's awesome.
That's legit right there.
It's cool. You got to get them in it if you want to keep the sport alive.
Oh, it's all in due time, man, for sure.
No, it'll be neat too. Like, I don't know if a ton of people think about this, but it'll be funny when we're old men standing on the line watching our 2 kids race each other. You know what I mean? And be like,
it'll be a whole new appreciation for what we do, man. You know?
Yeah, like I'm going to go from being this nice guy to the biggest shit talker ever, nonstop, like to everyone. Oh, he goes, fuck you up, because now I'm not the one responsible. You know what I mean? So I always keep my mouth shut now. I don't want to talk shit on anyone because, like, I'm the idiot that screwed up. Otherwise, now I can, like, blame my kid. Well, that damn kid didn't put the tune in right or whatever, but I'm going to talk shit till I die. Like,
I think what's cool, man, is, like, my boys, like, they grew up in this. You know what I mean? Like, this is life to, like, normal to them. You know what I mean? But I think, like, you know, at the end of the day, as they get more and more involved, I feel like that gives them an edge, you know what I mean? Because they already have a lot of years in it, man, and have been processing it and seeing it, and they're sharp to it and they understand it. And you know what I mean? Those are all things that are just going to benefit them.
Oh yeah. No,
and you're teaching them a valuable lesson too.
Yeah, and I mean, both these guys were right on it on thanking the wardens. Like, the smartest move you can make in the world, these 2 didn't miss a beat. Like, having to be reminded will get you in trouble.
Good job.
And Limpy won't hesitate. He'll call you right out. Hey, man, you forgetting someone.
I try to say, believe me, man, I know.
I'm a lucky dude, man. I make sure that I don't take that for granted.
Yeah, that's a must right there.
Oh.
Yeah, my kid calls himself Big Tasty, or I started calling him that. If you've ever watched the TV show The Goldbergs, man, that kid acted just like the older brother on that show. Like, he was that dude that like just wasn't like, just everything he did was like the most amazing thing ever. And that's how Noah was for a long time. And I just let him live that life because I thought, man, the world is really going to show you otherwise when you get older. So we'll just let you think that it's fucking killer. Because he used to look at me and shoot baskets and be like, Dad, I don't think Kobe Bryant was this good at this age. And I'm just like, yeah, probably not, Big Tasty. Like, but
do you show the kids how to tune?
I do. I got 5 boys, and we was actually just doing that the other night. I actually just put traction control on the car, and I'm down. I don't know how the fuck to use it yet. But I was looking through some data logs, and I was showing them, you know, drive shaft speed and all that shit, and boost, where it comes in, and they were asking like what the dips were, and I was like, well, that's where I suck.
It's a Nova, Nick. I see the question that they just posted there. It's a Nova, 71 Nova. I'm going to put together a street car, a driver car type deal, no trailer type deal, something I can drive and enjoy. throw June in the passenger seat, cruise uptown, cut up, do some burnouts, and if somebody wants to lock something in, we can get it on. You know what I mean? But we're going to drive this one around and enjoy it, have some fun with it.
Oh yeah. So that's what my cars are going to be. They're just going to be, lady want to go eat dinner, whatever. If I want to drive the 3 hours, race somebody, I can do that. We can do just whatever.
Yeah. It's fun to just cruise sometimes, man. You know what I mean? Like, it's just cool to be in a cool old school car that's got some power, man. And, just go out and enjoy the moment every now and then,
Yeah.
So what's next? Any big races coming up or big plans for the year or races you can't miss?
I just want to try to get in as much as I can, man. I think we have the most complete car that we've had to date. I'm really, really excited with where things are going with it now after the recent round of things that we did to it. It's just going to get better and better and better, man. And I got a super good vibe moving forward, and I just want to be involved in as much as I can afford to keep myself in. You know what I mean? So whether it be grudge, street, back of the track
26
stuff, 26 stuff, man, 28 stuff. I love the OG stuff. You know what I mean? I just I want to get it in.
Hell yeah.
But big toss.
Big what?
Tires.
Big tires.
Big tires.
What I'm putting on mine.
Oh, 29 and a halves?
32s.
Damn.
You got the radius and quarter panels, bub.
All right.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
Hey, Tyler, I'm always down, bro. I can't wait, man. It'll be cool to see you back out doing your thing, bro.
I'll say he better be talking to you because my shit's still on the trailer. 10/22.
Yeah, I made sure to schedule the show like when it was dark, so that way you couldn't show everyone it was actually a street car, and I could just claim it as a pro mod like mine.
Oh, damn. Jasper making moves over there. He's thinking ahead, man. That must have been pre hits. But I'll smoke to that.
Streets back alive.
I'd like to see some more street. I really would.
I feel like it's going to be
if it's just
as good this year as it's been in quite some time, man. Like, I know of a lot of people that are getting stuff together, a lot of people that are taking shots now. A lot of people starting their journey up, trying to pave their way and shit. I feel like it's going to be as good this year as it's been in a while. I really do. You know what I mean? And I just hope it, it'll maintain and continue to grow. Hopefully there'll be a lot of action, man. It'll be dope.
We definitely plan on it. I went and applied for a lost title today so I can get a title for this car. And then that way I feel a little better about it. I mean, obviously we were still doing it and not really shying away from it, but
it's just a security thing. No, I get it. I did it for a while, kind of doing the same thing, but we're all tagged and insured and legit now, man. And I just feel like there's some added satisfaction to that for sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's probably going to be, $5,000 with the lawyer to get my car back instead of 10.
Right.
Because like when they're trying to play games and they're like, well, it don't even show you own this car. It don't even,
Well, yeah, I mean, once they get you, then if they decide they want to prove a point, they can really make shit complicated. So the more ducks you got in a row, the better off you are for sure.
But yeah, I'm hoping more people do a couple of good ones, get a couple things going on streetwise that are some good events. Like I said, we'll have a few up here. I'll keep both you guys in the loop whenever we're doing anything.
For sure, man. I'd love to come up, man. I know Ryan would too.
And I'm sure I could grab some guys and come down to you too. I mean, find a few people that want, a lot of people up here will run. We'll get Joey LaRoque and Everett and some of those guys and come on down.
We're working on spots too, man, trying to find more stuff, more places, more options. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I mean, I understand where people get, like It's rough if you got to drive like 4 hours and you don't really get to race much. You make one round and the cops blow you off all night, but that's what makes it when you get it done so much cooler.
Yeah, for sure.
Those nights are even better. So I don't know. It's both ways, but I'm hoping more people get involved this year because it is fun. It's just more fun. Period.
That's why I enjoyed like just a single lock one in and meet someone so you're close and get it done. Then you don't have to worry about
Anything.
ops and stuff.
I mean,
If
for the
there's a
most
couple
part,
want to do it, roads. We ain't got to do it on the same road.
no,
Yeah, the grudge stuff is definitely a lot easier to like get done, man, and fucking kind of exist in the dark and stay in the shadows. You know what I mean? Like once you start doing shootouts and stuff, man, you're kind of sticking out like a sore thumb for a while, man, until you get that deal done. You know what I mean? It's a lot easier to stay low key, small numbers, keep it simple, man, and you can knock that grudge shit out, man, and stay pretty undercover with it. So
Yeah.
Just got to get people to want to race.
Of course, me, I'm that dumbass too. I like, I think the best place to hide is in broad daylight, So, that's just the way I like to roll sometimes.
no, we've ran some in the daylight too, like especially one and dones. But like I said, we use country roads out here. You know where we live, Limpy. There's a lot of spots you can get a fucking race off and fuck it. I mean, just a ton. Like I've got one right down the road from here.
I
I've been
you could just drive
eyeballing.
right down the road. You could probably just drive over there and then hit it. And
Yeah, like I could drive to one spot from my house, and that's saying a lot with my golf carted pro mod. But there's a spot like probably 2.5, 3 miles, somewhere 2 to 3 miles from here that like they just repaved with the smooth asphalt, and it's like really flat, really good. It's fields on both sides. There's no houses like that you're gonna go by. There's a house kind of close to where we would start, but I don't think. I mean, for a one and done, who gives a fuck? But yeah. There's a lot of cool spots. And I imagine you guys are like me. Anywhere you're driving, you're like, I could make one here. I
Yeah.
could make one here.
for sure.
Yeah. Apple. Hey, if I go to that freaky tractor place over there.
Yeah. We're always like looking for spots. But yeah, it's harder on the race things. You got to, like it's a lot of work for the people that put on the race. And I think a lot of people don't know that. Like we had Chuck on, and for Chuck, it's hard sometimes because like let's say we're gonna race in Battle Creek, like you now got to try to go scout out 3 or 4 more spots that you can get hits off, or a whole other spot you think you can transfer the whole place to do this. Because as you guys know, once the fans get to the spot, they're latched on.
Yeah.
Like you aren't losing them, you're only going to gain them from here on out. This is tough, man. A lot of hard work for those dudes. That's why I'm always for giving some of the pot to them.
Yeah.
If it's a shootout. And that's once again why like I'm starting to think like maybe the one and dones are going to be the cool thing this year. And then like I said, if you still, like it's still going to get posted online. I don't care who, it'll end up all over no matter what. So like when you one and done them too, you can keep the spectators down way more also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes it a lot easier
We
to
don't
get
have
stuff
that.
done. And then you just post the results, you know what I mean, later after it's all wrapped up and shit. And then, everybody knows what's up, gets a kick out of it, talks their shit, whatever they need to do, and you move on to the next one.
Yeah. It should be cool. Hopefully we can get some shootouts in.
Ain't got a chance to win.
Yeah, for sure.
Shootout.
You got a 50% chance. I mean, maybe it's a little more skewed than that, but whatever. But yeah, you don't got to go through 8 guys or 5 guys to get to the end and when you go through one.
Yeah.
You bet some friendly money on it, man. You know what I mean? So that way it's worth everybody's time and stuff, man, and go out and get it done. You know what I mean? You got a shot.
Well, all right, guys. I'm going to thank you for both coming on.
Thanks for
Yeah, I
having us.
appreciate you having us up here, man.
And keep those streets alive.
We'll do.
And you guys,
Appreciate it,
real
fellas.
quick, you thanked everyone. You didn't forget someone, right? You're probably going to click off here and go, oh, man, I didn't thank the one guy that helps me with the prep, or the one guy that pulls my motor with me, or the one guy that, like, was my favorite teacher in 3rd grade, and I wouldn't be here without him.
Shout out Rocket Track Glue. And
Bam! See? You almost left him out. It happens every time.
Shout out to Ryan for getting his first big race dub yesterday. That shit was awesome to watch, man.
Yeah. And you would have been so pissed when we hung up and you forgot to thank Rocket Prep.
Yep, for sure. I got to give them. They've been with me since pretty much the beginning, man. They've been good to me.
No, he's a great dude.
Yeah, they're good people, man. I really like them.
Yep.
We've never used anything else, man.
They're good dudes.
So
I use 2 things. I'm a skinnies guy and a glitter guy for two different deals.
Yeah, and for this weekend, that was really cool of Kill Care. Yeah, I guess that was their first no prep.
It wasn't their first. It wasn't their first. We've done a couple before in the past. It's just
okay.
There's never been a lot for guys like us. Like they're typically like cater to the bracket race community and stuff like that. So yes, big shout out to Kill Care for putting that deal on and for trying to get something going for guys like us. We appreciate it and we look forward to doing some more of that. The Friday Night Lights deal is kind of supposed to be what it's supposed to turn into. So it'll be like a Friday night no prep shootout, similar deal like what we just did, but it'll be on Friday night. So I hope it all works out, and we're excited about that, man.
Yeah, they had a really cool staff.
Yeah,
I kind of liked the ladder. I don't know. Some people didn't like the ladder.
Thanks, buddy.
It didn't bother me. You know what I mean? Like until Ryan and I had to race each other, and then I talked shit to him and told him I was going to fucking tree his eyeballs out, and then he treed my eyeballs out. So, but yeah, it didn't bother me, man. I thought it was cool. It was chip draw to start with, and then just fell into the ladder. I don't know. It didn't bother me at all. It's whatever. I'm gonna race whoever pulls up in the lane next to me, so it don't matter.
That's what I kind of
can't beat them in first round. You can't beat them in the final. You know,
that's what I'm saying, man. You gotta get. Everybody's got to get. You know, you got to get through all of them. Like it is what it is.
No, and like that's what we're gonna do every time. Like shit, who was I talking to? Aaron Falkenberger or something. We were, you know how everyone's always talking before as the chip draw is happening, or you're about to chip draw, and you're like, oh, I hope I get the bye, and you're like, I never get the bye, and blah blah blah. I looked right at Aaron and said, I don't know. I'll draw one of the fastest dudes here. Like, I don't ever not. Like, it don't matter where the fuck we go.
I'm usually a first pair down guy. I always pull first. Dude, I'm like first pair everywhere I go. It's about
see, there you go. So, like, you have a thing, too. Everyone has, like, a thing that happens to them more than anything else. Mine is, like, I draw someone really fast, and it's usually later in the round. Like, I get the benefit of the later in the round, but because of who I drew, I probably would have wanted to go first pair. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's like just horrible. And then I end up with like Zach Jones right off the bat. And I just looked at Aaron Faulkner and was like, yep, see, every time. Like, we can't get the guy that showed up here that's going to join our class on 26s because there wasn't enough 26s, or we're not going to get this, we get this guy. All right, sweet. But yeah, it still turned out pretty good.
I'll give them credit. Like the way they ran it was efficient, man. Like there was like not any downtime. Like there wasn't a whole lot of screwing around. Like they got after it, got it done, dude. And I felt like all in all, it was pretty smooth deal, man. Like,
yeah, no, I loved it. All I could say is like a car like mine, or probably even like Zach's and Everett's and Johnny. If it was 90 to 100 degrees out and we were turning them around like that, like I would have never made it. At some point I would have been up there like, hey, can I have more time? And if they would have said no, I'd have just forfeited. I would have been like, all right, well, it's the competition buy. My car's, I would have just told them it's broke. Because like that, like twice, I think it was like 15 minutes, maybe 15 minutes.
It was fast as hell for
And
sure.
like I was back up there. Like the final for me and Ryan was kind of cool because I got lucky and got that buy when it came down to 3 of us, and all I had to do was break the beams. So like for the final, my car was right back to normal.
Right.
Like I only need like probably like 20, 25 minutes, somewhere in that ballpark. And like I said, we went like 15 minutes, 2 rounds in a row. And I was kind of like, ooh.
I'm pretty lucky
End up
with
getting hot. But I think, like I said, if it was hot outside, I would have been struggling.
my deal, man, is like real efficient, and it's really easy to turn around fast. Like my car's, I'm lucky in that aspect. It don't take me long, and I'm right back ready, and it stays super cool, and it's it's good stuff.
Yeah, no, I ran the white car like that the whole time, and it was
Hood off my car.
Yeah, it was nice. I just like
I don't either. That's what I'm saying. Like I top off fuel, man, check tire pressures, and my car's ready to dance again, bro. Let's do it.
Yeah, dude, that's like what we did for a long time, and then we bought this thing and was like, all of a sudden it changed. Like we got to put fans on the tranny, and I probably should get like one of those trans coolers, but like I'm broke as hell, so I'm not buying some $3,000 unit to cool the trans. That just seems crazy to me. But if we had one of those, like that's really the issue with my car, is not the motor. The motor I can turn around in probably 10 minutes, especially if I put a fan on it, even like on a hot day.
Yeah.
The transmission, because we're a turbo car and we go off the brake to do the burnout and the brake to back up. And then it also matters if we're running dump valves. So like I was running my dump valves there, and that's so I can loosen my converter a little more. And it makes the tranny remarkably hotter if I run the dump valves. Like 30 degrees probably a run. I get 20 degrees gets added from just running the dump valves.
Bleeding off pressure to create some sort of slippage, essentially. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what we're doing with them. But like the solenoids get so hot that it heats the fluid extra.
Yeah.
So like it'll add 20 degrees. So like I said, if it was real hot, I would have probably struggled a little bit. But since it was, I think the high was 50 it got to or something.
I don't even know that it got that warm. I didn't feel like, but
yeah, it might have been 45 or something. It did fine. It started hard, but it did fine. Yeah, they're supposed to have radiators.
All right, fellas. Well, I'm gonna eat me some chicken.
Damn, I was about to say, what are you eating, man? I'm high as I'm fucking munching.
That's where we're at too. Once again, thanks so much for coming on, guys.
Yes, sir.
Good luck this year and everything you do.
Yeah,
I'll be in touch. Damn, that looks good.
Oh.
I'll be in touch on any street we're doing up here, and I'll hit you up and come down there too, man. Get a hold of me. I'll try to round up some guys, and we'll come down and have fun, man.
Sounds good, brother.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, fellas.
All right.
See y'all later.
See ya. So what racing were you into this week, Limp?
We went to Arizona. To where's it over here? To the Southwest shootout. It's on an airstrip. It wasn't street, but it's pretty. It's pretty. I don't. They ain't setting the world on fire out there. Let me just say, and you know who come out and won?
Oh, my boy.
Yeah, he was in the Z. Yeah,
he said it was dialed all weekend.
Yeah, and Doug, him and Doug, they were pretty much helping each other out the the whole race each other in the finals, and Doug kind of knocked the tire off of it. He let go as soon as he let go of the button. He hit the scramble, and it kind of right out the hole. It kind of kicked the tire a little bit, but he said he had to try something.
I know that feeling.
Yeah. Stanfield, Arizona.
Well, it was good to see
350 miles from San Diego. I thought about going out to the highway and making a right, but I was like, no, I need to get back home.
I've been to San Diego. San Diego's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It was good to see Nate get the Z figured out. I know he was struggling with it for a second.
Yeah.
Definitely a cool car.
Yeah. I didn't know what he had, what he was going to have. I guess he was back home and then getting more stuff, for the move or whatever. But yeah, he had the Z with him, and I was like, oh.
Well, yeah, I think
cool.
What'd he say? He left it in California or something.
Yeah.
On one of the trips, just to race a couple races.
Yeah.
Looked today like he was tuning 8,000 cars.
They did. They did do a rerun. And Billy jumped against Nate. Billy with the yellow one. Yeah. Billy just left a hair too early. We used to live in San Diego. They said that fastest road that you ever be on is on the border of Mexico and San Diego out there. They said they were that road's fast.
Yeah, they've got some really fast ones. It looks like from videos out there. Alejandro wasn't at the Arizona or nothing.
No, he's
Brent.
I think Brent. Brent, he can't get his pickup dialed in. His truck keeps breaking down on him. I think it's on. I think it's broke down on him like 12 or 13 times now.
Damn, dude, that's some shit ass luck.
And he's even borrowed a couple of trucks, and on the way out they started sputtering, so he just turned to come back. So he's had a rough time.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah. But yeah, we went out there. It's always a good time out there.
Looks like Yellow Belly got a ton of people on Sunday night.
Oh yeah. Apparently, it's a out there at the Parrots. It's a speaker contest show out there too, is what I was reading.
Oh, who's got the most bump?
Yeah, I guess. And I'm sure it's gonna rattle that whole underneath the canopies there, all into there.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, is he? I know he's been having trouble with this pickup. Just be able to go to those places. Yeah. Well, how was? I know you did pretty good this whole weekend. Felt good to get back to moving and rolling again.
Fucking awesome. Racing, traveling somewhere, and we had a lot of people there. I mean, we had Zach Jones, we had Fentanyl, we had Johnny Quick, we had Everett, we had Aaron Falkenberger, his buddy with the other RX, the black camo looking wrapped one. That dude's fast. There was Kevin Fields in the Hillbilly Hustler. It wasn't a slot for only 23 cars. It wasn't like your luck of the draw was that great. There was some fast cars there, man. And it just ended up being a wild, wild, wild surface. And I think Ryan just consistently did what he does and made really good passes and deserved everything he got. I mean, he was rolling. We came away more feeling good about what the car did. So we made some change. Obviously we set it up for backside and made a couple changes or had a couple changes on some theories that we had over the winter, and they like really panned out. Like, I feel really, really, really good about backside racing in my car, especially now that I don't got to try to switch it over in a month to go to War in the Woods and then switch it back to go to PYOP and then switch it back to go to Gangster's Paradise and then switch it back to go to Muncie or, oh man, what a headache. Now I can just have one that's ready to go, and you only got to make small adjustments depending on how fast or not it is, and then ride. I sent Jeff a link to Justin Lee's stacker. Did you see that?
Oh yeah, that he was.
It seems like a good price. I don't know enough about stackers or anything, but man, that seemed like a really good deal. So I sent that to Jeff, like hey dude, look at this cool thing that could fit both our cars for when we go to like a front side one day, backside the other day event.
Yeah.
This would be really cool rather than 2 trucks and 2 trailers. And
man, I one of them pulled up this past weekend. He's from Alaska, and he's pulling it with a 1-ton. That I've driven a bunch of scary high center of gravity stuff my entire life, and I think that motherfucker might scare me to drive with pulling behind a pickup.
They do look crazy. They're so tall. They're way taller than mine.
Yeah, I'm like, woo. And they, you got.
I will say
be
this
though.
attention. Bipolar used to have one, and they ended up selling it, but we used it a few times. And dude, it was very fucking convenient when my car started making noises to be able to whip into the trailer and put it up on a hoist.
Yeah.
And look right at the flex or at the flex plate. And I didn't have to use no jack stands or sit under something dangerously trying to check something out. It was like a dope hoist. Like,
yeah,
it was pretty cool. I'm not recommending you haul one everywhere with one car, but man, if you needed it, it'd be the most convenient thing there was.
Yeah.
They're pretty cool. But yeah, I don't know. I was trying to get him to jump on that because that'd be cool. How many passes do I think I'm going to get on a course road? I don't know. My guess right now is 10. We have 4 on them. 1, 2, 3, 5, 4. Yeah, 4 passes on them because my bypass, I just broke the beams and drove down the track. So we have 4 passes on them right now. I didn't even scuff them in. I just did a decent sized burnout, even though they tell you you're not supposed to on the first burnout. But I figured it was so cold and so shitty that it didn't really matter. And we were so turned down that I was pretty positive it'd go.
Yeah.
So it worked. No. So like I said, when I think they grinded that other surface and whatever it looks like their grinder might have ground some of the bumps out. And that's why there was rubber in that one spot, because it was a low spot and they ended up only grinding the 2 sides of the low spot.
Yeah, because if they're taking off, just that a little bit at a time, then if it's not, you're gonna have high and low spots in the concrete.
Yeah, it seemed pretty good. Like, but also, mind you, you know what I mean? I think I went 607. Where's your draggy? Because I'll tell you what right now, if they're not showing you their draggy, then they're fucking lying. So here, we'll cover some of these other times up. And why
we
won't
can't
that
see
focus?
shit about fuck. I can't.
Oh man. What do I turn it down and it'll work?
I don't know.
Oh, I gotta turn it up somehow. This is so horrible.
I can't see shit about fuck because I'm high.
What the fuck just happened?
You take a screenshot.
Like logged me out of Draggy.
Mm.
Damn, I better not have just lost all my shit.
Because you probably don't remember the password, do you?
No way would I remember it. Like, dude, when the passwords are like, hey, you got to have your mom's maiden name with 6 apostrophes and
you know, 4 symbols and 2 numbers and lowercase and uppercase.
Dude, invalid username.
Oh boy.
Yeah, right. There's no way I didn't log in like this. Invalid username or password. I don't know. I had a Draggy.
607 though, huh?
But then I got high. Yeah, it was like 607 at 103 or something. And I think it was like a 149 60 foot or something, but like it was slow, you know, so I don't know if I would be able to give you a good reading on the bumps that well or anything, you know, and it was kicking out on the big end and stuff. So oh, it came back. Hey, it came back. Yeah, I don't know. I was going to try to show the date because I was always like, you know, like, oh, there we go. Is that working?
I don't know. I don't know if you can turn that way. You gotta like be flat.
I know.
You're like,
oh man. I love how the end of all these podcasts gets so loose. That's it though. I tried to show the date and stuff and time so people know I'm not trying to lie to them, but yeah, we went 607, 103, like a 149 60 foot and a 389 to the 330. It was slow. I mean, we made a pretty good pass, I feel, for
that was
first
the first
round.
pass. That was the first pass, first round.
Yep. But like
yeah.
I said, unlike a lot of people there, I'd been on these surfaces twice. So I had a really good job. Yes, my brain is on drugs.
They're not drugs, they're medicine. It's medicine.
Yeah. And I don't mind showing that for people that are mad or whatever, because that surface will never be that again.
No.
And it might be bumpy when it gets fast, but I don't think so. It felt pretty smooth.
I'm about to say it's only going to get faster.
It's definitely going to get faster. Like the final, we went quite a bit faster than that. Like it's going to be a pretty fast track.
Is that when you jumped with the clogged fuel filter?
Yes. You just make sure tomorrow you call it out so that way Trevor can feel off the hook.
No, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow Tuesday
or Wednesday? Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, tomorrow's Tuesday. When's the table? Tuesday?
Yeah, it's on Wednesday. I think we're back to Wednesdays.
2 days.
Oh, hey, we might want to do something tomorrow night with somebody. Maybe I don't know. Maybe we see.
Maybe you never know. We could get Brian White on here or something. Maybe.
Oh yeah.
Or the Tabers.
Oh shit! I don't know.
We need a week to prepare for that, so they can send us a bunch of their best videos. Like,
yeah, I'm willing. I'm hoping to get started back on my reaction channel once my them deals.
Yeah, because they got a lot of videos worth reaction.
Yeah, I gotta start get back into that. But
their last
tracks
video, and if anyone doesn't know what we're talking about, it's Dirty Dollars Racing on YouTube channel. Fuel filters do not cause jumps. Staring at your dash, trying to figure out why your car is not going up on the chip, and then remembering that you're on the tree, double bulbed, and then looking up and seeing yellow and letting off and realizing that it was the staging lights. That's how you jump. Fuel filters definitely don't cause jumps.
Yeah.
But fuel filters make your car do weird things all day. And then while you're on the chip and it's not coming up, make you panic. But yeah. And I think I stated earlier, like, Ryan killed it all day. I wasn't taking anything away from him. I'm not saying that if we both left on the light that I would have won. I'm saying that I jumped because
you said they said y'all were saying the right lane was definitely slower than the left lane.
Yeah, fuck yeah. And I had the better lane. And he had the worst lane. I won the coin flip. All sorts of shit. Ryan killed it.
Yeah.
I ain't never taken anything away from that dude. That dude murdered it all day. He won the race, and that's how that works.
Yeah.
But I don't even know if it's the fuel filter either. But the car is losing fuel pressure at random times and then regaining it.
That sound like it'd be either.
Well, at first I thought it was the cable, like coming undone, either stripping the keyway,
yeah,
and then catching here and there, or like when you get to enough RPM, it would fucking catch and bring the fuel pressure up and work. But if you take 40 pounds of fuel pressure from my car, it don't work.
Is it a pulley? Is it a mechanical pump?
The what? Yeah.
Is it a mechanical pump? I didn't know if it was like a, like one of them.
Cable driven mechanical pump.
Okay. I was about to say, because if it's an electric pump, then you could be maybe a surgeon or something.
Yes, new car at War in the Woods. We're gonna bring my car too and run it on hard tire. But yeah, I can't stress enough. Ryan won the race. And I'm not saying that we did anything that was better than anyone else. I'm saying that first round, we made an amazing guess at the track, and we're very lucky to have a lot of experience, which isn't even a lot, but just more than anyone else on that surface that helped us cheat, in my opinion, to go real fast off the bat. And then we held it. We didn't even push it. We could have 60'd harder in the second, the third, the fourth round, but we also didn't want to wipe out. It was a super sketchy surface.
Yeah.
And in the last round, we made a really fast pass, but that doesn't mean that we get by Ryan or not. And obviously, if you red light, you get by no one. And I've done it before. I've red light. Remember the one at Kentucky Cash Days was the worst thing anyone's ever seen. I got really good at guessing happy on the light, and then I think someone told him that Mork was guessing it, and he changed it up to like a 20-second wait.
Good.
But I did learn a sweet lesson from this weekend so the lesson I'll take away from it is if you try to go up on the chip or whatever you're going to do, when you double bulb it and go in, just don't care. At that point, stare at only the tree. The car's going to do whatever it's going to do. It's not like I was going to reach down and change anything anyways. I couldn't have reached down and grabbed the dash and hit something that would make something do anything.
Come on, hurry.
So moral of the story is never look away from the tree and study it. Like, just stare at it and go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. It was definitely a really cool race, especially for the fans. Had a ton of drama to it. But yeah, I know he's just talking shit or goofing around or whatever. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure that someone didn't think that I was trying to say anything ill on Ryan, because Ryan's fucking awesome. And we fuck up a lot. I don't know if you've been following us or whatnot, but we do a lot of dumb shit. So.
Second tight, right?
Yeah, that's why we call ourselves second tight.
What's next for you?
Oh, I think I got to go this probably Monday. When is it? I can't remember. Oh, I got to get hold of Garrett and find out. I got to pick up the new car from Fuel Tech for Jeff and bring it back home. And that's probably what we'll be running next. I'm hoping that if I get this back in time and I can drive it down the road and make sure the brakes work and everything's kind of square and nothing's looking too crazy and everything goes well, and we're hoping to go to Yellow Belly on the 13th. Yeah.
Oh yeah. You know I'll be there. Oh wait, I got this right here. Hold on. No, that's not it. There it is, people.
Yeah, and everyone should want to go to that. That looks like a blast. And Poland and Jimmy Dale putting it on, and yes, I guess. Well, the cash days in Kentucky, possibly. I'd have to ask Jeff on that because they're prepping that, right?
Yeah, I think it's a light prep. I think it's going to be a light prep, is what he was saying. They needed to do that. What they did to that track up at Kilcare is like grind it like that, to shave it, the grind it, maybe a 16th of an inch at a time to give it some kind of texture.
I just don't have any like real experience or data on prep.
So it'd be like running on a good surface.
Yeah, like
maybe
really
a no prep, but it's only a good surface, and that would
like Cache Days Kentucky for the first 200 or 300 feet is really good. Like on a bad day, like it'll be a fast place. It's a really cool facility. I want to say that too. That place has got really cool owners, and
yeah,
the Decker boys or whatever. That's an awesome spot, man.
Facts.
What is Molson Road 50 East? Turn south over the Firecrest Road. I must be answering someone else's question. Is he talking about Yellow Belly?
What's that? What's that? What? We're at Molson Road 50 East. Turn south over the bottom crest. No, I don't know where that is.
I don't either. And then someone said, check the fuel pump relay for pump power. Mine's belt driven. So like I have a belt driving a pulley on the motor that I hook a cable to, and the cable goes all the way to the back of the car to where the fuel pump is and spins the fuel pump through a 10 micron filter through the line up to the fuel or to the fuel rail, and then to the regulator, and then to the return back to the tank.
How big is your fuel line?
Oh, that's dope. This is hilarious. That was the directions he was supposed to be texting. That's so awesome. All right,
boy. Oh, yeah.
Is at least getting high like we are.
Oh, yeah, that's a fact.
I like it.
Because I'm pretty fucking high. I ain't gonna lie. You can't tell, but hold on. I'm pretty fucking high.
We're gonna only do hard tire at War in the Woods. Nowhere else. The reason I don't like cam driven, and for the record, my cable wasn't broke. We got it apart today and it wasn't broke. I've had really good luck. I've had the cable for like 500, 600 passes. So without any issues whatsoever.
Are you going to replace it now?
No, I'm not replacing it. It works. They're like really expensive.
Do you keep it? I'm about to say, do you buy a spare just in case?
I wish. If anyone listening makes fuel pump cables and wants me to put a sticker on the car, send me one of those bad boys. But yeah, the cable was okay. And then I thought, well, maybe the pump is fucked up. And to be dead honest with you, I don't know right now if maybe like one of the teeth on the pump, that spins inside that gets the fuel moving might be broke or something too. I looked in there and it looks okay and everything looks right, but something could be wrong with that too, but I don't think so. I think what it ended up being is the fuel filter was pretty dirty, and like I said, we all day long it stumbled a few times and didn't seem right. Like it revved like it was a blown injected car. So like
Oh shit.
it would when it was like backing up from the burnout on like the second round. First round was great. Second round started chugging. And that's why I started like cleaning the car out like a fucking nitrous car does, because I thought
You just got them injectors back, didn't you?
Yeah, my injectors are super clean, super awesome. And when the fuel, so like the fuel pressure I can visually watch is losing. So like it's either the regulator might have bent the shaft or something, but I highly doubt that. And the filter could be partially clogged. And if you spin the motor enough and enough pressure from the pump goes through, it would get it going for a second. I don't know, but we could.
Can you pull the filter out and clean it and then stick it back in and see if you're still losing pressure, or you gotta?
I don't know. You might be able to clean them. I just never have. I ordered one from Summit. It'll be here like tomorrow. So.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know if you could. I didn't know if it was one of them inline ones that has the big.
It is
like the big AN style. Yeah. I think you can clean them. I think you can change the filters in them.
I mean, I have 100 micron filter in this one, but that's from back in. It's brand new. I've had that forever, and I keep it in the trailer like a spare. And I always thought it was 10 micron for some reason, but it's actually 100, so it's like pretty much useless to me now. But yeah, I could clean it, but the other one will be here like tomorrow or whatever. And like I said, I'm not sure if that's it. I'm not sure if it vapor locked or something. I don't know what's fully going on right at the moment until I change a few things that I know I needed to change. Like the filter's in bad shape. I left it in there for the filter had meth sitting in it for quite a while, like more than you should. So we'll just change that. The injectors were already cleaned. And the EGTs, when it's running, is flawless, like better than it's ever been. They were all matching and everything. Shout out to Fuel Injection Services. Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking it's the fuel filter, or hoping it's the fuel filter. I could definitely be proven wrong. If it's not the fuel filter, it's possible. My next guess is the pump, because it's the only thing left in the equation. Well, I guess I got a brand new regulator here too. So I'll put the fuel filter in. If I don't fix it, I'll change the regulator. If
can you pull it off and then see what you're getting PSI? Do like flow deal on the
I don't
like to do to do nitrous,
Yeah, I don't have no way to flow that. I don't have like a brushless 10.0 or something that I could calculate how much fuel's coming through it or anything.
I didn't know if you could take the lines off like to do nitrous and then turn the pump on and see if you're getting enough fuel, fuel versus pressure. I don't know what the
I don't know what that calculation is. I used to know old school guys that ran their whole entire nitrous system like that. They'd run a bucket and a pump and time out how much fuel, how many gallons of fuel came out in this set amount of time. But yeah, I don't know that. I just figured, like I said, the fuel filter is not that much and I needed to change it. I have a brand new regulator here. If I change the fuel filter and that don't fix it, and I change the regulator and that don't fix it, I'm just going to buy a pump. And if the pump ends up not being the problem and we find out it's like some sort of alien telepathy that just don't want my car to run, then, oh, well, I'll have an extra pump and I'll have an extra filter and an extra regulator, and we'll be a little more prepared, not by choice, but by accident.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just not sure. Like I can see in the log that fuel pressure is dipping when it does that.
How much PSI?
Like my car idles at 90.
Yeah, I mean, but when
I was going down the track, it was like 118, 120.
And it dips down. How far is it down to?
60.
Oh, so that ain't just a little dip. That's like a
something
spike.
happened. And it was doing that. It was going from 90 to 60 at idle. And when we took the car to War in the Woods for the first time last year, remember us working on it the whole Thursday before the event? Like, because we get there so early and we kept working on it and working on it and working on it. And that's what I'm thinking too, is possibly the gear and the pump is fucked up. But we kept working on it. We changed a battery. We changed all 8 injectors. We changed all 8 coils. And in the end, I walked down to Dirty 30's trailer and he was like, dude, I think it's the fuel filter. And I was like, yeah, but I don't have one to even attempt that. And we went down there and it ended up being the fuel. I put that new fuel filter in, car fired right up and worked. Yeah, all the EGTs read better than they ever have. And none of them are off. Like there's not one at 200 and the rest at 8. There's not one at 4 and the rest at 1,000 or something.
That's the boy.
They're all within 50.
That's who we need to get on here too.
Yeah, Jeff would be an interesting dude if he wants to talk about some of the crazy stories from when he first like Jeff was one of the first people to open a store in Michigan. Like legitly, like one of the first. And those dudes went through some wild fucking shit until like the cops and everyone else like actually realized that it was legal what they were doing. But boy, was there some
got him
wild shit that happened to start in Michigan.
See if he could talk about it or if he's legally not supposed to talk about it.
Yeah, I didn't know if he wants to or not, but he's definitely got some amazing stories.
Yeah.
Like,
and he's a badass dude too.
Some amazing stories.
That's been more than 7 years. Is that the statute of limitations? 7?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's what I think he's saying. Jeff owned Best Buds, and then I think at the end it changed names. He can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but it might have been like Edgewood Wellness Center in the end or something before he, decided he had better things to do, which was a pretty smart decision at the time. But Jeff is like involved with weed and shit for life. Like, and he was always like ahead of everything else. Like he had really cool processing all sorts of stuff before like anyone else around had any of that.
And
like I said, I'll save some of this
he
for
knows
when
his shit too.
We'll just save some of it for when we bring him on, because like I said, I don't want to tell some of the stories because they're so hilarious, and because he did some real wild things too, like involved like weed wise and industry wise that were pretty crazy. Like, yeah, Jeff has always been fun. He's a good guy.
Yeah. I think he's from Australia.
Dude, Australian dudes are wild, man. All the Australians I met when we BMX, they were so tough and so crazy. And like, when I mean crazy, like jump off a balcony at a hotel into the pool, like 3 stories up without like any sort of like an American would have an hour-long session building up to this. You know what I mean? Where they're like, dog, I'm going to do this. Let everyone
They're just walking
know.
out and jumping
This is
over.
going to be, yeah, these dudes would like just in the middle of everything going on, just wham, like they eyed it up with no one looking and just sent it. And like everyone would just be like, oh my God, what just happened? You know, like they just did so many wild things. They were so tough. And I imagine it's because like they live with the most deadliest of everything in the world,
yeah.
like snakes and spiders. And
Hey, does that thing do a blinker? That thing you got?
I think once you start coughing and you're blowing in and out, it starts
I don't
blinking.
know if this thing does a blinker. And guess what? I don't know. Fuck it. I might try it. I don't know. What do you do? Just stuff? You just until it blinks?
And then, dude, remember the Australians from War in the Woods?
Oh yeah.
They were so wasted, and then got into that altercation with we won't say names, and then when they got hauled outside and the cops tried to show up and Jeff wouldn't let them in, and when they got that guy outside, he adamantly denied being in a fight and swore he fell off a golf cart. Like, was not a snitch, even though he got dotted up pretty good. It was amazing. Yeah, the Australian guys I've met are pretty wild. Would you tried to make it blink?
It don't blink.
This one don't blink either.
Oh, motherfucker. Fuck them
Yeah,
blinkers.
no blinky.
Fuck them blinkers.
They
That's
definitely
bad.
kill you.
That's bad.
Get that man some oxygen. But yeah, Ryan and Cody are awesome. They've fucking raced their asses off forever. They've put in a ton of work, and it was really cool to see him get a win. Surely, if it couldn't have been us, I'm glad it's him. He had his whole family there and stuff too. Like it was a super cool moment to watch it go down, man. They were pumped, and I was pumped for him.
Hell yeah. Motherfucker. Patrick Swayze. Oh shit. Oh shit. Too late, man. It's fucking too late, man. Fucking driving a truck for 30 years did that. Or riding or being behind in an office chair did that shit. Oh no, bullshit. Y'all can hit it harder.
Oh, they're crazy.
Dragon, we're in I'm in guess what? Oh, and Jasper, I'm in week 2. Or I'm starting week 3 of curing.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. I got another plan I'm fixing to chop down and bring in the one that was out back.
I did meet with a seed seller, and I'll talk to you about the details fully later, but they might sponsor this show, and we're trying to figure out, I might do a deal where like they come on for 15 minutes and talk about the newest shit in weed and what's going on and new technology or shit they're figuring out. And then he's supposed to be in the winter or like at some point doing this big like cross country trip on his motorcycle where he's going to go to every state and like go to a bunch of dispensaries, ask questions about their laws, what they're allowed to do, what they're not allowed to do, how he thought their smoke was. So it might be really cool. Like,
oh yeah,
get him on here and see if we can give him like a 15-20 minute segment each day and then update us on the trip and stuff too, kind of letting people know. Because I know like Ohio just got legal and some people have been contacting me left and right. Like, can I get clones? Can I get seeds? What can I do? And so I've actually been spending a lot of time trying to figure out Ohio's laws right now and see what we can do for them. Yeah, free is always best.
Almost.
Yeah, I'll definitely send them out to E's and B's to hang with Ed.
Yeah,
Ed is good people. You damn right.
Ed, that motherfucking pin don't have a blinker. I just found that out. It don't blink. Still trying to catch my breath on fucking that motherfucker.
Oh wow! So in Australia right now, it's they call it Easter pull, and they're all pulling down their outdoor crop right now. Where like around here, you don't pull it down usually till like the end of October, middle of October range, early October. All this depends on
Well, that's also
what strain and how fast it is. But
yeah, that's I seen this one mofo. I think they're up in Canada, you know, because I watch all grows and stuff. I've been learning how to grow. And this one dude, I can't remember where they're at, but they're up in Canada somewhere, but he had outdoor plants and he had one tree or whatever. I don't know wherever it's called, where y'all call it, but it had, he got like, what did it say, 10 or 12 pounds off of one tree outside.
yeah, I've seen people
And that
have
some
quite
bitch
a
was
bit
like,
off it.
and it was like, it was as big as the shed that was sitting next to it. His shed, the tree was as big as big. It was one stem, but it was as bushy as a little side shed, I guess is what you call it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've seen
I've
some
been growing.
gigantic.
I've been growing. Oh damn! Wonder if I can show y'all mine. I think I took a picture of it. I'll show what I get in the garden right now. I'll show you. Oh, and I'll show you what I got out back too. Let me see here. I'm flushing. You'll see which one. You'll know which one I'm flushing whenever I bring it up. Email. That thing still got me.
Flushing's where when you get towards the end of the plant's growing cycle or whatever, flowering cycle. Heck yeah, buddy.
Yeah, that's the one that's where I'm flushing right now, and then that's what's in the garden right now.
Round two.
Yeah, the two tall ones, the two stretchers are the Bruce Banners, and the two little ones are the GDPs.
Nice. Flushing is where you give the plant straight water and no nutrients to try to flush out all the nutrients.
They start sucking the trichomes and stuff. Start sucking the nutrients from the fan leaves and stuff like that. That's why you see them change that color of the fan leaves. So see it start changing the colors and stuff. They start sucking all the nutrients out of it, whatever it can. The buds will.
Yeah, you're just mainly trying to get all the nutrients out of the soil, get the plant to use it, so that way some of the newts are really tough and they stick with it. So like to get that flavor out, you flush it just to make sure. And your leaves will change color like Limpy's there on his photo.
That plant was started out in the tent, and I thought it hermed on me. So you keep the ash white. Oh, there you go, right there. That's got.
Yeah, that's how like you can tell if what you're burning is flushed right. And I mean, there is some drying technique that'll fuck with the ash and other things, but for the most part, that's what you're hoping for is that the weed don't burn your throat and taste funny.
I've been checking the ppm too on it when I'm flushing, so that's there. It's getting down there. Plus it's been outside and we've been getting a little bit of rain here too, so that's been helping it too. Let's see. High times. Yeah, what's that one? Is it Modesto, California, or something like that? That they have. It shows people walking. Yeah, that I'm on the. I'm actually. This is the second week, and I'm flushing, so I'm. I think Wednesday is my.
I think I've seen pictures of like the 20-foot tall one. I mean, you can manipulate a plant with the light for as long as you want. Just me personally, I feel like if you get them too big, it's like Jeff said, you can't get in there to trim out some of the leaves, and then it gets no airflow, and 9 times out of 10 it'll bud rot and shit like that. But like you could manipulate the light to the plant and grow it for 20 years if you just kept covering it so that it never saw 12-12, or relighting it, so that it had light longer than it was supposed to. However you want to do this, like, and make it grow. Fuck, I don't even know. I don't know what the record would be for how long you could make it grow.
I know. I watched. Mendo. Yeah, that's what it is. I know. I watched. I know Mr. Canucks grow. Some people like him, some don't. But I know he vegged a mother plant and cloned it. I think he said for almost 2 years he straight vegged it, and it filled up a 5x5.
No, I'm sure Jeff's done that. I've done that. All the people I grow with have done that. That's not that common. And when you keep cutting it down like that, it don't become a 20-foot tree. It stays pretty much the size you want it to stay. What I was getting at is like an outdoor one. As long as you could manipulate the light and allow it, you were in the right atmosphere, because like up here it'd become winter and it would die.
Yeah. Oh yeah, here's that is.
Yo, Justin, I'm trying to talk my buddy into buying your stacker right now. Yeah, there it is. Oh man, if Maynard's on here, he might remember. We used to follow this old guy on Instagram, and man, he was like the old school king or whatever, and he has all sorts of these really sick outdoor grows that he did like from the 70s to now. Like some of them are so cool on mountain. Justin missed. We had on Ryan McCoy and Cody Myers, 2 guys that put in a lot of work and street race a lot. And Ryan won the race we were at this weekend, making really good passes.
Look at that stock right there.
It's huge.
Yeah, I've heard that before, just once. So
I think Jeff's this year were that big of a stock.
Damn.
You'd have to correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Jeff's were that big. I might have a photo of. I don't know. Maybe not. Where Justin raced this weekend? Was there anything down south that happened?
Ever heard of Subcool?
I don't know of anything this weekend.
I know they got the grudge race going on at XRP this weekend. But I don't know if I'm going to go to or not. I know we got some streets somewhere in Mexico this weekend. I don't know.
What state? Texas?
Oh, yeah.
Oklahoma?
Or Mexico.
Yeah, I'm not trying to give away the spot or nothing. I'm just wondering, like, if I want to try to get in on this.
Yeah, it's a pretty good drive for you.
Okay.
Because you're closer to Canada than you are Mexico.
Yes, sucks. fucking hate up here.
Oh, Jasper, why are you looking at Jeff's stock?
That is a killer comment. That is a killer. What is Conquer the Concrete? Happy's race is in 2 weeks, I think. Oh, is that? Oh,
Is that
so
the-
Defrosted at Cincy Street Nights is Happy's?
Oh,
Because I know that Tin Soldier, like Jason, isn't doing it anymore.
yeah.
Wow, that's cool that he's running that. Oh yeah.
I wish I could save Kara's deal and I could bring it up here. I wonder if I could do that. Oh, he's waiting on a motor. What are you eating? What are you eating?
Dude, these are the best candy I've found. At least on this now.
Mini chews?
Yeah,
Are they like gummy style, gummy texture and stuff?
I feel like Will Ferrell trying to get this camera to work. No, they're like hard, chewy candy, but not really hard, just like chewy.
Oh, okay. Like a Skittles style?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, fucking love me some Skittles, man. I'm a Skittles.
These are like sweet tart Skittles.
Oh, yeah. I'd be down like a flat tire.
Yeah, I can't find these pictures of those plants. At least I think I took a picture of them.
That's a fact right there. He's a Bees podcast. He's sponsoring he's a sponsor of the non-blinkers that I get, and y'all make me do the blinkers. That hit almost fucking that blinker almost fucking took me out.
Yeah, see, Connor knows what's up. These mini chewies are dope, dude. That's the problem, though. You start on them and you can't stop. And I think since we've been here, which is only what, I don't even know, 3 hours, I've already smoked what, like 6 joints. So
fuck that.
These things are feeling real good.
Ed sent me one pre-roll. This I guess it's rolled in some Keef. We're gonna try to see what that's about later on.
Yeah, your tongue does get raw as fuck off them. Good night, Brittany. Oh, man. Yeah, no one's going to want to miss that if Poland's the guest in 2 weeks to lead up to Small Tire Gangsters.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ed's so awesome, man. Everyone needs to go watch or listen to the E's and B's podcast every Friday morning.
Yep.
What's weather like up here this week?
Oh, it's supposed to be nice here, I think.
Oh, man. Friday's pretty decent. Man, it's still really cold at night. I don't know. Maybe I'll try to find someone to grudge race or something, or someone to race. Because now I want to race. Yeah, I don't have that out of my system for a year. I'm sure I'll be right back to that bullshit. I hope so. But I have done it before, so I probably will do it again.
Fuck it. Part of it.
Like I said, I did it for Trevor. We had some sour gushers.
The only gusher I like is it when her legs are spread out before me. That's what I'm
the only gushers.
That's what I kind of gusher I like. You know, it's like I'm going.
Those
I need
ones
the
are pretty
fucking.
sweet too.
I need a one of them snorkels. You know.
No, I've raced a few times with Trevor, and like I send a lot. Am I missing something?
Yeah, because Trevor's been the jumper guy. He's been the
Oh,
jumper. So
and then I took it as a serious question.
I think Aaron think you might have been hanging out with Jasper. He rubbed off on you.
I'm too
What I'm
fucking
getting from
high.
that.
I'm so high. Who do you think we should get on next week? Everybody in the comment section, give us someone to get on here next week. We should put on Justin Lee.
Yeah, him and his buddy that rolls with him, his guy always lines him up. That dude smokes some. He smokes some bud. I know Justin.
All right, Justin,
know.
you still in here? What are you thinking? Next Monday, 8:30 Eastern time. Eastern. No. Yes. No.
He might be.
He
gone.
already bailed. He came in just to shit talk us and then bailed.
Oh. Don't do that to me, man. Don't do that to me.
Yeah, I think he'd be a good one to have on, especially if he's got a buddy that just blazes saddles. So.
Yeah. Yeah, Jesse.
Who's Jesse?
That's
his buddy?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Bobby to Cody might be a little too famous.
No, sir. I'm not the public eye type.
Oh.
You think the public wants to look at this ugly mug right here?
I was gonna say, I don't know what you're thinking here. I've got this
Hold on.
trashed out garage, this mug you don't want to chug. Eyes barely open.
Bring you and Jesse on, and we can have at least Jesse. Yeah, he does smoke a lot. He does.
And they've been flying lately until he decided he didn't need a motor anymore.
Yeah. LimpyReacts@gmail.com. Go get them. LimpyReacts@gmail.com. Bring my Limpy Reacts up.
Oh, that's where you can send them?
Well, he said somebody wants to send me a picture to bring it up. They can.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
Well, Limpy, I think I might have to go get some food now. I've done worked up to that. I've bored these people enough tonight with my rambling on.
You ate all them candies. Now you're done. And
now I need like nuggies. I need some chicken nuggies.
Guess what we had for dinner?
What?
We ordered pizza.
I had pizza last night. No, I didn't. I had pizza 2 nights ago. What the hell did I eat last night? I didn't eat anything last night. I drove home from that race.
That's a fact. That's munchie time.
That's
what are y'all watching on YouTube? Let me know in the comments. I'm into like all kinds of shit right now, especially van builds. I want to get me a van and just like maybe just have a place to sleep. Get me like one of them little bitty vans. Of what I'm into. What? Oh boy.
Did I see something where he was getting his butt shaved earlier?
Who?
Was that like on the Snapchat or something? Was I probably not supposed to say that? Oh, I did see P. Diddy get raided today, though, getting taken out with handcuffs. Was that us fighting?
Probably, yeah. I was trying to click it and you were clicking it.
Yeah, I did see that. That shit on P. Diddy is wild, the shit that come out in that court case. This dude's involved with killing Michael Jackson and shit. Like, this shit was so crazy. Yeah. Look it up. Like, the court case brought out, like, he was involved in killing Michael Jackson, killed Biggie and Tupac, or involved in both of those. has like a sex trafficking ring, and he's like a mini Epstein. I don't even know. It
Oh
was
shit!
so fucking over the top. And
Damn.
of course, like the internet's just running with it and pulling up
Hopefully here pretty
anything
soon.
he's ever done and showing how like suspect it looks. But yeah, Usher's mom suing him because she had to take Usher to the hospital to have work done on his backside because he had problems after returning from Diddy's place or something. I don't know. It was wild shit. Who knows what's what? They do a really good job nowadays of like confusing everyone, so you have no idea what's really going
on.
Yeah, see, they're like, is he the fall guy? Is he actually doing this? Is he not?
It's gonna be about a month or so before I can start again. I might come back and do just ones I know ain't gonna say nothing to me, but I've still got 2 strikes on me. One of them's a month out, and the other one's 2 months out. So I might come do some little ones and stuff, but I still got some ones that I can do. I still need to do them, put them on Rumble.
This is my car don't troll for shit, dog. Like they can go a good 5, maybe 4 miles before it's dead overheated and broke. Our ass gets beat by street cars, so maybe I should put a radiator in mine.
Radiator. Yep.
The comment section is the best, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jump City. Rough. I told you.
That's what you could do. That could be the name of your next. That could be the whole. You could do videos. Do here. Check this out. You do the LL Spool J deal. Your album is your week-long adventure, and then you call that album Jump City.
Yeah. I tried to tell everyone. E's and B's asked the question on the E's and B's podcast, so everyone that doesn't know what I'm talking about should probably go watch the E's and B's podcast. But he asked the question like, who would play you in a movie, and what would that movie be called? And my movie, for the record, if you go watch E's and B's in my interview, was called Mistakes Made. So, like, I thought I kind of let everyone know that we are prone to doing something dumb now and then. And it's usually at, like, the worst imaginable time.
Oh. We're going to see him this at War in the Woods, Jasper. He's going to be the weed man. They're going to be up there with
us. Bring money and be ready to bet on high card. And breathe rougher.
He's a Michigan boy too, I think.
Sweet. Must be Detroit area.
Oh, where are you from? I think it's like a couple hours from Indiana or something like that. I don't know. Where are you from, Stank? I know it's
How did he get those on there? Oh, because he's on what? Rumble?
Twitch.
That's kind of cool. They let you use emojis on there.
Yeah. It is pretty cool. Uh-oh.
See, everyone's fucking talking about the Diddy life.
Yeah. And plus he's supposed to be left-handed too, right? Oh yeah, the Stone Vet. I told him.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, Connor, the rev battle was funny as hell. Like I said, Ryan's such a good dude, man. He just has fun. And to me, like, those are the people I like the most is people that go to the track and have fun and aren't mad at their crew because things didn't go their way or nothing, you know, just try to have a really good positive attitude and have fun, help people out, just race. And he does that to the fullest. Who's Big Jake's?
That's race here this weekend. Big Jake's production. They do a bunch of grudge stuff. The big high dollar grudge racing and stuff. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I don't know. I don't know yet. Let's see how Friday goes first. They don't start till late at night. They don't finish till like early in the morning, like we do in the streets. Joey Robertson got biggest smoking spectacular.
He got thrown out of a race. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, run. Oh boy.
Damn, that dude got ninjas or a guitar player? What is that?
Is he playing? Was that Duck Duck Goose? What the fuck is that? Three cherries.
What happened to the
Bruce Sting? Is that like Bruce Sting or
yeah?
the dude holding the guitar?
It might be. So he's like David Ray, except high. That sounds sweet.
Nope.
What happened at the gut last night?
I don't know. Man, after I came home because I drove all night. I left there. It was starting to get dark, so I think it was like 6 or 7 there. So that would have been about 9 my time. And yeah, he's from Atlanta. Of course, you know my dumbass. I don't like. Only time I pull over is if the sun's coming up, and it's. But luckily the sun didn't. It was overcast, and so I just drove all the way in, and I got in about. I can't remember what time it was, but came in. The old lady was shopping. I came back, went out back, and partaked in a safety meeting, and came back. And then when I came back in, the old lady was there because she had to be at work at like I think 2. And I was like, all right. So she went and lay down with me, and I don't even remember. Next thing I know, the dogs were waking me up at like 5 o'clock for them to feed them. And then I had dinner, and then I think I went back to sleep again at like 8. And then, of course, I woke up all night.
We got home at like 11:30, and I don't know. I probably went to bed at like 2 o'clock or something stupid. Oh,
how far was that? How far was it a drive for y'all?
It was 4 hours of drive time, but after you stop and get gas and shit like that, it was like 4 hours and 45 minutes or something.
From my driveway to where I parked at was 1,003 miles, and it was right at 14 hours and was it 42 minutes or something like that.
That is a lot longer drive.
But coming back for some reason, it was a lot less. But I guess it was because it was on a Sunday, Sunday morning, and I had to go through a couple checkpoints, there at the borders.
Yeah, it snowed up here like 4 or 5 inches. Like when I pulled out to go to the race Sunday morning, and I drove out of a driveway covered in snow.
Damn.
It ended about, I don't know, Ann Arbor. Probably about Ann Arbor that you didn't see any more snow, and then it was no snow where we went, obviously.
Is it south of you or north of you?
Ann
Or
Arbor?
east or west? No, wherever you were going. Was it
South. Like
south of you?
dead south.
I got you.
Like, I don't know. Yeah, real, almost a straight south shot from my door.
I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know if it was like southeast, southwest, due south.
Yeah, they put salt on the roads up here, and it kills everything you own.
Y'all got to? Can y'all got? I guess the drive-throughs get a lot of business. Do they spray the undercarriages and stuff?
Yeah, so if you're smart up here, you wash your car. Like if you're having a car that you don't want to rust, you have to wash it probably. If it was me personally, I would say 2 times at least a week. You had to go through one of those touchlesses. And there's special ones. I used to sell car wash soap to all the car wash, to a majority of the car washes in Lansing and Detroit and like Kalamazoo area, Jackson, all that, all like in between there, Ann Arbor. I worked for Ginseng and sold car wash soap, and certain car washes actually have like a chemical that helps repel like the salt and takes it away and all sorts of shit. So like it was better at some of them to go through that touchless than the other. But you got to almost know someone like me, or they advertise it, which a lot don't even advertise that they have it, which is kind of crazy in my mind. But also a lot of people don't even know that there's a difference.
Kind of like a wax for your undercarriage, I guess. I guess it'd be. I guess it's kind of a. I mean, kind of. I guess what it basically is.
Who knows? But like, I'll try my chances because the salt is brutal. Like it attacks the car viciously. Like right now, I probably need to put a passenger side box side on my truck, and I'll have to do it sometime in the middle of summer, or there'll be a bunch of rust showing on that. The other side got replaced when a deer smucked it.
Did you ever get your cable fixed on your back door?
Yeah, Victor and Affordable Doors, one of our sponsors, fixed that up.
I remember when that thing it come crashing down or something.
Dude, I don't know why I thought that those weren't as heavy as they were, but thank God that chair was there.
Yeah.
Like I dove out of the way and it crushed that chair almost flat. And by almost flat, it was just enough that I dove out of the way and my foot actually didn't make it out of the way. But that chair held it up enough that with my foot sideways, I just pulled it out and it didn't like crush it. But it was going to crush me.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And it's probably super smart. It's probably a bitch to get it all off at the, spring, but, or you just drive them for a while, sell them and go buy something new.
Yeah, I seen. Where was I at? I can't remember. I think I was at Brown County. I seen a truck that drove by. I think it was a Sunday. You know how we all hang out on Sundays up there. And I think it was leaving, but the whole side of the fenders of the bed was like all just cancered up. It was just rusted out, and I was like, God dang! And it was no. We were leaving the deal headed somewhere, and I seen it, and I got behind it. It was an Indiana truck, and I was like, "Good Lord!" Afraid that something like half that bed's going to come off.
Dude, it's wild, super wild.
Yeah,
this one was interesting. Yeah. I haven't raced at 52. I saw that they were having a race, looked into it, and saw that it was only 300 feet. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think it'd still probably be cool and like, a situation here or there, or try it out, or it's probably for some people. I don't know. We 10 to 60 foot really good. So like a 300-foot race to me is kind of like, sweet, let's do it. But yeah, I've never tried it or never went there. I don't even know if I would shift. I don't know. I'd have to look at my log. I guess depending on how fast the surface is. But I don't even know if my car would shift. And I think if I was going to all out for 300 foot, I'd want to change the gear ratio and just not shift. I don't even know.
All right.
Fort Gay, West Virginia. Is that like the race this weekend, or that was the Dragway 52? I think Fort Gay is a cool track that's like reopening in West Virginia and holding a no prep this weekend. If Kate wasn't working and I didn't have to watch kids, I might go to that.
Just rode in videos. Damn. I don't know.
Huh.
I seen this little reel of this guy. I guess he climbed that deal in Dubai or whatever, where you can. So it took him 9 hours, and it's like, I don't know how many. He was like 7. I don't know how tall that thing is, but he got a picture of it like that, and whew.
Oh, so I screwed that up. So Fort Gay is the 52 dragway that's 300 feet, and Kamawa Valley is the new
Bless
track
you.
opening.
Bless you. Hey, that's what Valley. That's what I got out of that, man.
Yeah, I have no idea. I wasn't gonna attempt it. Did I say that? Did I attempt something?
You said
Kamawaha? Kamawaha Valley.
Yeah, Ratchet Krachov, you know.
I think. In Fort Gay in West Virginia. My kids are a blast. Like, you have no idea what you might get into when you hang with my kids for a day. So it's not that bad. They race everything they have. Cora's now excited about going to the track, which is awesome. Like, super pumped. Super pumped, which I didn't see coming because the loud cars I figured would get her, but they don't. Yeah, I'm not trying that still. Like, his like breakdown of it that was probably for a kindergarten to know how to say it was not kindergarten enough for me. Like a C, so would that be like
Hiya.
Kunoa?
Ratchet
That was
Krachov.
more like a ninja. I don't even know. Is it Native American?
It's caca.
Well, yeah, like, do you throw like an accent on it, or is it Asian, or what is that? It reminds me of Kuhara bicycles. That's what it Kuhara Dragway or something. But that did seem like a cool event. If anyone's got anything going on this weekend. Oh, he did preschool it more for us. Cool. That's sweet. I nailed it there. See,
that's all my.
That's the trick, kids. Just keep asking for a simpler version, and eventually you'll get there. Yeah. And it's Native American.
Yes. Caca.
That's amazing. It's Japanese. It's Native American. Now, who do I believe?
It's Ratchet Krachov.
I don't know. All right, I got to get food, Limpy. This was a blast as always. And good luck this weekend in whatever you do. I'm sure we'll be watching with those eyes.
Y'all have a good night. Later.
See ya.
Later.